Twitch-streaming king when he hiccups sounds like pigs are squealing. He's a gaming outlaw, a pirate in his dreams, with a guitar in his hand, the rebel screams. He dives into games so world he can't resist, from shooters to RPGs. His best passion persists, live with every bullet fire, a sword that he swings. He's living out his fantasies, rocking the streams. Bioluminescent, the rebel on the screen. He's the outlaw gamer, a pirate supreme, with every makeup. Pigs are squealing loud, streaming rock and roll to the streaming crowd. Mechanical, Twitch-streaming king when he hiccups sounds like pigs are squealing. He's a gaming outlaw, a pirate in his dreams, with a guitar in his hand, the rebel screams. He dives into games so world he can't resist, from shooters to RPGs. His best passion persists, live with every bullet fire, a sword that he swings. He's living out his fantasies, rocking the streams. Bioluminescent, the rebel on the screen. He's the outlaw gamer, a pirate supreme, with every makeup. Pigs are squealing loud, streaming rock and roll to the streaming crowd. Mechanical, Twitch-streaming king when he hiccups sounds like pigs are squealing. He's a gaming outlaw, a pirate in his dreams, with a guitar in his hand, the rebel screams. He dives into games so world he can't resist, from shooters to RPGs. His best passion persists, live with every bullet fire, a sword that he swings. He's living out his fantasies, rocking the
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. Yeah, I know I'm running a little bit late today, so what I'm going to do from now on is say I will be streaming roughly between around 1:30 from now on. Welcome to those that are just joining the stream.
Mechanical, Twitch-streaming king when he hiccups sounds like pigs are squealing. He's a gaming outlaw, a pirate in his dreams, with a guitar in his hand, the rebel screams. He dives into games so world he can't resist, from shooters to RPGs. His best passion persists, live with every bullet fire, a sword that he swings. He's living out his fantasies, rocking the streams. Bioluminescent, the rebel on the screen. He's the outlaw gamer, a pirate supreme, with every makeup. Pigs are squealing loud, streaming rock and roll to the streaming crowd.
Right, whilst I'm just getting ready, give me one moment. I'm going to need to make sure that I've actually unlocked the front door so that Beth can get back in. Be right back.
Mechanical, Twitch-streaming king when he hiccups sounds like pigs are squealing. He's a gaming outlaw, a pirate in his dreams, with a guitar in his hand, the rebel screams. He dives into games so world he can't resist, from shooters to RPGs. His best passion persists, live with every bullet fire, a sword that he swings. He's living out his fantasies, rocking the streams. Bioluminescent, the rebel on the screen. He's the outlaw gamer, a pirate supreme, with every makeup. Pigs are squealing loud, streaming rock and roll to the stream. Demon King when he hiccups sounds like pigs are squealing. He's a gaming outlaw, a pirate in his dreams, with a guitar in his hand.
Okay, I am back and let's get started.
He dives into games so worthy.
Welcome to those that are just joining the stream. Hopefully everyone's had, like I said, had a good week so far. Just load up in the game. Load up the game. Why is it saying I've got no network? Come on. I hate it when it does this. How you doing? How you doing, Dragoness? Right, let me just sort this issue out because it wants me to keep logging out and logging back in for some reason. Doing good, just waking up. I feel like I'm still doing the same. And I've been awake for a few hours now. See, all I had to do was re-log in and it's absolutely fine. I don't know why it does that. Hey Fledger, how you doing, man? Doing made leftover dinner. Oh, what did you make? You know bad? Nice, Fledger. What you been up to today, man? Been up to much? I was literally meant to be starting streaming at 12 today, like I said I would. And I was about to, and then just, yeah. Let's just say the last few days has been crazy. Let's just put it that way. Not quite sure why it needs to optimize shaders again, but fair enough. Had bowling last night, so had some leftover mozzarella bites and chicken tenders. Ooh. Very nice. Did you win at bowling? I haven't been bowling in such a long time. Such a long time. Oh, really? Okay, never thought it did that. All right. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long, though. Was going to take my brother out, but he's not up to it. We'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, fair enough, man. Tied with the other team. Oh, okay. Is it like did you go out with friends, or is it kind of like a competition? Like you're part of an actual team kind of thing? May I? Do. Readjust my hat. Oh, so you're actually part of a league. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, my hair at the moment. I need to get the sides cut because they don't normally have the sides. So that's why it's a bit growing in weird ways, because it's normally shaved. And then I leave it long on top. But the sides are growing back very quickly this time around. So I need to get them shaved. I just hate hair on the side. It's really hot when it's on the side. That's why I wear this. It contains it. My grandfather and his girlfriend made it 13 years ago. Oh, really? Okay. Battleborn, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. That's pretty cool, Dragoness. Pretty cool. How you doing, Battleborn? Welcome to the stream, buddy. See, look, what is he? What? See, I would join on JJ, but he's most likely on the Australian servers. I'll have to ask him. My hair goes halfway down my back. I can't contain it. Fair enough. My grandfather is also in the local and state hall of fame. Oh, nice. So bowling is a big part. It sounds like it. That's crazy. Is there a way to know what server he's on without going, hey, what server are you on? I can see him in the he's in the Discord. I bet he doesn't come in it. I can tell him to go to the chat and he won't come in. My hair, I think, is nearly to my hips. Bloody hell. Some long hair. Like, my hair feels long, but it comes down just to the length of my neck. Well, actually, no, to the start of my neck. It's getting there. Like, my hair grows so much and then it doesn't really get much further than that. Jeffrey Hill, yeah, probably be, but I'm to be AFK for a bit, making a coffee and a shower. Jeffrey Lee Hill, is that you, JJ? Been growing it for 3 years so far. Yeah, like I've been growing mine for a while and it doesn't really grow much. I think I'm starting to get to the point knowing that my hair will be gone soon. And Jeffrey, welcome to the YouTube side of things. Yes, it is. Hey, JJ. You've gone from YouTube to Twitch to say yes, it is. SC is live. What, on Twitch? Oh, hang on. God damn. Yes, I need to change my YouTube account when I watch it on YouTube. Had both open. That's all good, man. That's all good. You need to change your name, is it your meaning? Or you've got another account? Where are they live, Ledger? Ah. How long have they been live for? 2 minutes. Well, we can watch it here if we want. You have like 4 YouTube accounts tied to one email? Yeah, fair enough.
Nope. Wow. What? Don't even. No. I refuse to say those two numbers together online. All right, so we seem like we're in sync? Okay. Yeah, there is a delay on what Seb's hearing, but as long as it's okay for the stream.
There we go. What you hear, everybody?
Seb, when you see it, does it look like my
How
voice
long's
matches
this?
the lips?
How long's this gonna be though? Is this gonna be my whole
It's just
stream?
you can hear
Streaming
the real
this.
room. So you can... All right. Generally. All right. Let's go back to the DVD thing.
We haven't done this in a while.
All right.
This is still only
We're
a
almost done with
test.
the test, guys. Remember, the show starts in roughly 80 minutes. That's 3 p.m. UTC.
Oh.
What time is that in Pacific? 3.
We don't need to watch it now then. Just remind me.
7 a.m. Pacific on Thanksgiving.
Just remind me. Yeah.
Screw them kids.
In a bit then, and we'll come back
Right.
to it, right?
So you guys in California, you can watch the YouTube replay. All right. We'll see you in a bit, everybody. Bye.
At least we know. Right? So we can have that ready for later. What the fuck? Yeah, it's obviously doing a little test run. I don't know if that was a doorbell or not. Be right back. One moment. Either my dog's just going nuts. Right, look, so I have one dog that barks the moment anybody goes past the bloody window. And I got this one, the moment I go out the door thinking that somebody's at the front door. I've got 2 doors. So I shut the inner door. As soon as I shut the inner door, this one starts crying, screaming. Pretty much that's tame to what she normally does, what you may have just heard on stream. But she goes nuts. I set my alarm. I just hope I remember why I said it. Well, if you're here in my... What we'll do... Battleborn, don't worry. Literally, we'll be watching it live here. So, we'll live react to the live stream. Yeah. Sound good? So as long as you stay in this chat, Battleborn, and stay in my chat, my stream, you'll be fine. You won't. You remember, like you set an alarm to watch it. Damn, my stream was severely delayed. It's all good now, though, right? But yeah, let's get into some Star Citizen, shall we? I wonder what it's about, though. I think it's a live talk about all the ships that all the brand new ships that they've just released. I think that's what it's about. Right, I'm just going to join the verse because he said, yeah, maybe, probably. So, and he's going to be disappearing in a minute. So we'll just go to a new session. And if he is in EU, we'll probably end up being on the same server anyways. This time of day. Chat, do you know, I wanted to ask this, and I think I asked this the other day, but not many of you were around at the time. Do you think my camera, the whole thing, not just me, but the whole thing, is too big? Do you think it needs to be smaller? Do you think the camera needs to be zoomed in on me more? Do you think it's at a perfect distance, you know? I want to make sure that it's got the, you know, a good angle. It's not terrible. Hiccups. God damn it. Right, let's go do something. Let's hide, chat. Come on. Oh, here he comes. I remember for a long while, what was it? Grim Hex. If you woke up at Grim Hex, you were stuck for the longest time. It's fine. Some games it might hide some of the HUD, so I'd say change it if it's needed for that game, but otherwise it's fine. Oh, fair enough. Right, I believe it's this way, right?
My family helped found this. There's always been rumors that the UEE was about to storm the system. Not sure.
I can't wait for them to fully kind of get the frames here smoother. But what I need to do is I feel like definitely swapping my graphics card around would help massively.
Any security concerns you wanted to flag?
Can't complain, really. To tell you the truth, give me a whole warning.
Because I would then turn on that smooth, whatever you were saying, somebody was saying yesterday. Because my graphics card's the 3080 Titan, so it doesn't support it, from what I was reading.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Hmm. What's on the CPU? Oh yeah, it does not. It has to be 40 and up for AI frames. Yeah. Yeah. So my so the way my computer's at the moment. My streaming computer over that side has got a 5070 Titan in it. And my gaming computer's got a 3080 Titan. So I just need to get a cable that goes from this power supply into the 5070 Titan, because the one in there is from that CPU, that power supply. I don't know that power supply, whether it's Corsair or Aegis, right? I don't know, and I know that if it's the wrong cable for the wrong power supply, there will be massive problems. I do know that. Right? Like, as Dumble likes to say the blue smoke shit and all sorts of crap. So I don't want that. I don't want to fry anything. I don't want to destroy anything. So I need to get a cable. So yeah, once I can get that sorted out, then that'd be great. I think I said Aegis. I meant Asus. But yeah, I will get that sorted out, and eventually my 5070 Titan will be in the gaming computer, making this a pretty fucking good computer, to be honest.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Right, what ships do we have here? I got the Perseus here. Not the Clipper. The Clipper's at Everest Harbor. Where am I?
Please visit us again.
Oh, Levski. Oh, right. It's put me back here because it's where my medical was, right?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
So obviously I died. Yeah. I bloody died, and that's how I came back here.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I do love that's a small scale, but not that small. A decent amount still there. I'm trying to think of what ship I've got that will... From Levski. So I could probably grab all of this. Yeah, do you know what? Let's grab both of these. 'Cause I think it's all to Tessa, right? And that one is also to... That one's to Tresla. Fine. You can just get a splitter from 8-pin to... So you should have the cable and not need to buy anything. I'll have to see, Battleborn, because so basically what it is, hey Clark, man, yeah, I'll do that in a second. So this computer I put together myself. It's a custom built, and then this one I bought already pre-built, and it got delivered the very next day. When the day I ordered it, the next day it came, all put together, ready to go. Windows installed, everything, all ready to go. So that did come with a load of cables. I don't know if it came with what you're saying. If it did, I don't know if the power supplies match up.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. To the ASOC, please visit us again.
But I'll have to have a look. I don't know. I know computers well enough to put them together, but I don't know all the little details of
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered
computer.
to the following location. Please visit us again.
Is the best way to put it. I'm only here to see the dogs. The cuddle. Come here. Come here. There she is. You're cutie, aren't you? Hey? You're a cutie. You're a good girl. Oh, that was a burp. Yeah. So yeah, like the so in that in the streaming computers actually got a 12-pin
Bye.
cable going into the actual GPU. Well, on this one it's two. It's not a 12-pin, it's two cables going into it. Hello. By the way, how was Arc Raiders? By the way, I think he was playing that at one point, and I know some others who did, but seems like it died down pretty quick. No, it's a pretty good game. I'm planned to play it again. I've just been enjoying Star Citizen.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us. Welcome.
Yeah,
to
but
the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
what I can see on the
Please visit us. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
on the
Your insurance
5070,
claim will
it's
begin
only
today.
the 12-pin cable. Okay. Yeah, it's only got space for the cable that it goes into it. It doesn't have a space for the two that split off. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've found a cable that will work. It's just £25, 30 quid. Which I will get at some point. I just don't have the money right yet. Getting there. Paracetamol's kicking in. Paracetamol. Is it raining? Lovely. But yeah, like the power supply should be fine on both. And what do you mean by overhead? You can just swap the cards as long as the PSU has the overhead. What do you mean by overhead? Trust me, you can just swap them, no problem. No cables needed. Both cards are the same connector. It is the PCU that is different. The cables are like the connections. I'm telling you now, they are different. I've already tried and I realized, hang on a minute, these do not fit. I just had the last roll. Please. Oh, you like that? I know what you're saying, but I'm saying like they are different. I tried and it doesn't. They don't go in it. Because the ones that plug into the ones that plug into my 3080 Titan, they're bigger. So it's two cables that go in, and they're bigger. They're bigger casing around the pins.
Been on a bad streak lately.
It's,
But my luck should turn any day now. Some psychic's buying the coughed up, which will help me clear out my debt.
They're not both.
Keep me with a little left over. So yeah, I feel like things are looking up.
Well, Yeah. No, I haven't watched it. Yeah. No, I haven't watched any of it without you. Yeah. I'm confused. Yeah. Like I said, I don't... I know what to plug in where and how to put it together, but do I know what I'm... like, the specifics? No. If I could show you right now, I would.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Do.
Please visit us again. Welcome.
Do. Hang on. One sec. So yeah, I know what you mean by... Okay, is there a reason why you're there, Doc? Alright. My dog's decided to come right up in between my lap. Or my legs, you know what I mean? You didn't have to be so rude, could you? Whenever you feel like making me a coffee, that'd be
Are you
fantastic.
for real? Right? I'm literally sitting down to eat.
I love you too.
Right, if anyone's
Uh.
making me one. Thank you.
I tried, right? I tried, everybody. I tried to get a coffee. Leave it in the PC. The cards are both connectors. One has a splitter for older PCUs. The other has a... Okay, hang on. Just trying to show you something. I don't know why it can't just, you know, show me something that I'm looking for. uh, mm, mm. No, hang on. Why is this just being a pain just to quickly find? God damn. Image. You'll see what I mean. Hang on, I'm just trying to find just something that shows you what I'm on about. This is close to it, I think. Right, so obviously my 3080 Titan uses these. Yeah. That's what my 3080 Titan uses. Someone's trying to shove me into a corner. Right, but my only thing that will plug into my GPU, a 5070, is that. Oh, what? How? Say that again, Battleborn? What? How did you get a piezo connector on a? Well, that's what connects into it. It literally has, that's the only connections on the damn thing. No. If I had a way to connect my phone camera right now to my computer, I would do and show you. Not exactly. I'm just, you know, I plan to swap the cards. Hang on. I wonder if I can. What? Hang on. I'll see. Look, I'll show you. Do. It looks a bit messy, but it's not, I promise. Oh, go away. Why is it lagging out? Ah. There you go. Now zoom out. Oh well, then the pre-built should have come with the normal PCI cables in the box, so you should be fine as long as they sent them. Yeah, so they've got... Yeah, so that's what I was saying to you. So I've got these cables for that computer, right? They have come with. I believe they have come with. They're upstairs. So the 3080 Titan going into that computer, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. It's the 5070 I'm having problems because I need to buy a whole different cable, because the cables, for some reason, that I got with that computer when I brought all the power supply and all that, I had a load of cables. I can't find them in my house anywhere. So do you see what I mean now, Battleborn? I can't just swap them around. I've tried. Cables don't fit. Oh, you had one that caught fire. Yeah, see, I don't, oh, this one. Yeah. I just found an image online. That's all I've done there, man. That's not actually my cable. But, yeah, like, that's the cable that's my 3080's in, using. It's 2 PCIs to get up to 12, right? But I want to be able to use my 5070 Titan. Like, okay, you tell me, right? So let me do something. not come up. Not coming up. So, when it comes to both computers, yeah, Battleborn, and I think you should. I'm hoping that you would agree, right? So my a graphics card. So my gaming computer is this, right? So my gaming computer has the AMD Ryzen 9 7950X, and it has 32 gigs of RAM, which and its speeds of 5,600, and it has the 3080 Titan in it, right? A streaming computer. The reason why I got the streaming computer is so that it's good enough to play games on as well, so my son can play or Beth can play. And that is a 5070 Titan with 32 gigs of RAM, and they are 5200 speed, and it is processors a 12th gen Intel i7 12700KF. Now, you would agree that the better computer would be is to swap the cards around, and then I'll have a really good computer over this on the gaming computer, right? And still a good computer on the streaming computer. I did buy this, I did buy it a while ago. Why, is the PCI cable better? So yes, a swap would be great. Yeah, that's what I thought, because obviously the Ryzen 7950X is way better than a i7 127KF, right? Okay, let's actually do something in game as well. Whilst we carry on talking, I still got the mission, so let's we'll have to get. What I should have done is request the ship to come this way. I got the Perseus, and I'm pretty sure. Hang on, how much cargo is it? I'll probably have to take the Perseus just to deliver this cargo. It's funny. That's 24, 36, 37, 38, 39. Alright. 2. 42. There's about 84 in total. Oh shit, okay. So we wanting to swap them?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
God damn. They're known to catch and fire. Like the one I was thinking of getting was hang on. Was one of these. I don't know which one it was now. Was it this one? Yeah. I think it's one of these. I don't know. See, like, that's why I still need to figure out what I'm doing when it comes to this cable. By the way, I'm currently getting my friend that owns the game but never played before to join in the shenanigans. Oh, nice. Okay, Nuben. Yeah, I'll have to try and figure out because I like I said, I have no clue what I am doing. Right. So these look like. Okay, so they don't look like they plug directly into the power supply. Do they plug into the 8 pins? So the 8 pins plug into them from the power supply. So I want these one. That's the one I want, right? Yeah. So that's the one I want. This one plugs directly into the power supply using 3 pins. Using three 8 pins into a 12. Okay. That's probably what I'll get. And I'm pretty sure that's for Corsair. I don't want the Corsair one. I want the other one. This one. I want this one. Because my power supply is this. The Asus ROG Stretch. Again, I just don't have that. I don't have that kind of money right now. But yeah, like that would be and I know the 5070 Titan generally runs colder as well compared to a 3080 Titan. The 3080 Titan I know that one of the sensors is known to be fucky. Like it always reads wrong. The third sensor. And it generally does get hot. Where 5070 Titan is pretty known to be a pretty good card. Yeah, I like setting up a computer, that one computer battle that I know that's going to last a while. And if I put that 5070 Titan in this computer, that computer's going to last a while and doesn't need updating for a while. It's the best way to put it. The most I would have to upgrade is to have from 32 gigs of RAM to 2 sticks of 60, up to 64. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm just so used to thinking it's TI is short for Titan. I don't know why. Yeah, so this is the cable I'm going to have to get. This one. Right, let's take out the Perseus. Why not? We'll deliver cargo running there. I'm not going to be able to really defend in anything because I'm on my own. I'm so growing. Yeah, RAM prices have gone up. It's crazy, man. Like, crazy.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Where am I going? It's through one of these. Yeah. I should have one of my tractor beams here. The big one, the big guns. I know I probably only need this one, but I'd rather have the big one if I've got it. Or maybe I don't. I thought I had one here. I should. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go get one. I have to go to... Can't go from there, can I? Okay, I'll have to go to customs and then from customs down. Yeah, like, I wish I would have got... I wish at the time that I got the RAM, that I got 264 gigs, not two, no, 232 gigs of RAM, not 216 gigs of RAM. Where am I gonna buy? Where can I get a tractor, one of the bigger tractor beams in this place, Battleborn? Is it on this next floor?
Station momentarily. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Probably cargo services, right? Probably gotta go all the way to the top, maybe? I don't know. We'll have a look round, see if we can buy one from one of the places in here. Sorry if my coughing is loud, guys. I do apologize. I've got a bit of, I think I've got like a cold coming on or something, man. Fucking horrible. Well, they don't sell it in here.
Feels like I've been going non-stop recently and it's starting to wear on me.
Starting to wear on me. Yeah, probably. No, my taste has been... my taste has been all over the place the last few days, to be honest. So, probably, man. Probably. This person only probably sells clothes. Yeah. Selling tractor beams.
Okay, some other time.
No.
Know where to find me.
Where's the tractor beams here, man? I want a decent tractor beam. Do you know where I could get the bigger tractor beam gun? In Lesky? Battleborn?
There's always been rumors that the UEE was about to start the system.
I know it's not in there. We can go down one more. See what's down one more. One more floor.
Keeping busy? Got up early today to walk around and clear my head, and guess who I ran into? Ludwig. Of course, he talked at me non-stop the entire time we were together. I feel bad saying this because he's a nice enough guy and clearly dedicated to the cause, but my head hurts.
Oh yeah, there is a top floor. Is it up there, is it?
Guess that's the way it is sometimes.
Ah, you bugger. Up on the cargo services, yeah? Sorry, my nose is really bothering me and I didn't think having that on stream.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule now approaching station momentarily. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
We gotta stay in it one more time though. After the next, not get after the next one, but the one after. Yeah, basically, Battleborn, the reason why I want to swap cards, one, it'll give me more frames, but also with the smooth thing that you were saying, enable, like with the AI frames, it's even more frames. You know what I mean? Which more frames is good for me because I'm streaming. Hello? Is there anybody there? Oh, right, yeah. No, not the commodity shop. That's also a commodity shop. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I should have probably put that into my bag, right? Okay, so I still need to buy some drink from here because that's the only thing I didn't find down below. Let's go Misk. Put that into the backpack. Buy
Why is everyone suddenly concerned about the UEE coming in? Good choice.
those, and then we'll buy a tractor beam for the normal one because I don't have one on me.
You think it's anything to be concerned about? I'm not sure why everyone's so worked up about the UEE. I guess the life
Ta-da!
never really spent time in the Empire don't realize how little they think about us.
Yeah, I get 120 in Levski, so it works. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm meaning, right?
Not sure why they
It seems silly not to switch them to get more frames. Because at the moment, like, my son plays Star Citizen on that one. So technically, my son gets better frames than me.
That's what you gotta do these days. You gotta make joining an outlaw pack. Hell, we're doing the right thing.
Damn it!
They've always been keeping tabs on us, right? And you know why? Because we have it better than them. They could learn a thing or two from us.
a go at some point, but do I remember right someone saying and maybe showing at one point there was a space helmet with cat ears? Oh, yeah. I would show you the gear I've got, but it's not here. It's in Lawville. But there's a full gear. Yep. That makes you look like a cat. Like a futuristic cat.
Momentarily.
The fuck? It went down and then up. Next upgrade for you should be an X3D CPU from AMD. They chew up Star Citizen and all games, to be fair. Yeah, I got the 7950X. Base Cat Pirate. Nope. Gotta get that thought out of my head. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I've already said to you I'll let you have my gear every time that I have it.
Welcome to the ASOP.
Because I get it, like, I've got given it as a subscribing thing. So if I... Hang on. What's that gear called? Do we know? Do. Just looking to see what is giftable, and I'm pretty sure I could probably just gift it to you. I mean, I know I've got it somewhere. I've got to have it as a gift. Like, maybe I can't gift it. I'm using the 900X 3D CPU as I do a lot of rendering on my PC. Raw CPU speed loads, it's real fast, and the X3D side rips through games. Okay. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I can't find... Yeah, I can't find it. Like, I know, so I know I've got the gear. Right? But, But it's got to be, like, I don't know if they sell it. I know that there's a way to get some at the moment, some of the gear, like by being a referral person. But that's not like the decent looking stuff. Like that's this weird new stuff that kind of doesn't look like anything. Trying to see if they've got it for sale. Like you could buy the gear. No, they do not. It was like a set from a while back, so might be in the subscribers store only, but then I don't know if I can buy anything from the subscriber store and gift it, I'm afraid. That's the only thing. Yeah, so here you go. So you can get the pink, the white, and the black and purple, which the black and purple is fucking pretty cool. Yeah, so not bad. Some not bad gear. Bloody nose today. Everything is annoying my body. But no, yeah. I think the set that I got given. So it's part. I must have one of these sets because if it's a scribosaur, it means I have one of these sets available. Like you get given one of them random, and I think the one I've got is the pink set. Oh, fucking hell. It depends on which one you would go for, right? But I would say that one's probably the better one. Oh god, sorry. I'm yawning. Right, anyways. Person kicked me out of my seat, goddamn. Your suits, how is your suit stealing you? Got your neck showing. God damn. Yeah, Perseus. Right, let's go. My ship must have been put away.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has
Let's
been
just
moved
store
to
it,
our storage facility.
and then we'll retrieve it
Vehicle
again.
selected.
God damn it.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
T-minus 12 minutes. What we might do is I'll get the ship loaded now whilst we wait. Gotta love the frames here in Lagski. And it probably doesn't help because this ship lags. The moment you get it out, it lags. Have I not grabbed it yet? I swear to fucking God, this game, I love it. Love it. I need games outside of RP to play and away from drama, not making any promises, but there is a chance I may give SC another go, if nothing else, to be a space cat. Yeah, no, man, the one thing that, when it comes to roleplay on Star Citizen for us, man, yeah, like, I bought that and it's gone. Where'd it go, man? Oh, like, I'm just, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna end up using this thing with this shitty module. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going all the way back down. One of us. One of us. Yeah, like we plan, like I said to you, Clark, I plan to roleplay on here, but like it's not going to be like Red Dead. Nothing too serious, just in fun and jest. Have a bit of fun with it, really. Roleplay as pirates. You know, like the comedy style like we do on Atlas really well, man. That's what I want. Went to the either that it starts with an entry system now. No, that's fine. Understandable, man. I probably should raise that one up first. Get that one out of the way. You got the clipper? Yeah, man. I had to get the clipper just for a little bit of like fun on my own here and there. And just to say that I own it, right? No, that's, and also, by the way, Kalal, that's absolutely fine. Was I not the one who told you not to do Kane? Or do a Kane-ish character with Thad? I told you to have a brother of Skinner's, but not the way you did it. Go buy the max. What the next what? Max Ox, please, for the 2-hour tractor. For the 2-hour. What? 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 You may have mentioned not to make the Thad Kane. Like I said that, you know, be a brother, but, you know, be a brother that's just, you know, they have a good thing. And then next minute you were like, let's create this. And they had this kind of child. I was like, God damn. You did take yourself there. Okay. Yeah, so if you're talking about the bigger tractor beam, yeah, I did buy one and it didn't stay. That's what's pissed me off, like. Get out of my way. Okay. I don't know if there's any more new ships. No, I'm not sure. It's easy for me to do, unlike some other voices I have done. Let's get the big ones on first. Does it not stack? No, obviously not. Yeah, they'll be going live in about 5 minutes or so properly. We'll be watching it live on this channel. So if people just want to chill out in here, I will basically do a live reaction to what he says. I don't like the way it's the wrong way around. Needs to line up. You know what I miss? Jay Lee and Jared singing from time to time. What happened to Jay Lee? I just haven't seen him. Nah, I believe I read somewhere it's going to be about the ships, man. All the, like, them going into a bit of detail with the ships that they've just recently released. Even though they kind of don't need to do that because they have done that, right? Go on, go over there. And you. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be about the ships that they've released over the last couple of days. Just in a bit more detail and where people can actually ask questions and all that. Did it stack up one more? No. Trying to make sure that we have enough room for the other big boxes. Which we should have. I think the Hornet is part of the free fly. What happened to the what? The RSI? Oh, the Hermes. Never heard of that one before. Look, like this is the kind of shit that would make me lose my mind. Box stacking simulator. Yeah, this is just me choosing to do this. You don't have to do this, Clark. You get people that don't mind stacking cargo, right? To do the cargo bit. Plus, it'll be fine. Like, we're going to be doing it piracy-wise. So, most of the time, you're just going to be chucking it into the ship. Or chucking it towards the ship. You know, don't worry. It's fine. I can get you on the comms, right? See, so that one, that's why. So that is the Spirit. I have to go to Port Tresla to collect the rest, and then it all goes to Orison. This one is collect all from Levski. Okay, so I've got all that from Levski. So we'll do this one first, and then we'll do that. Which is fine. Here's live. Right, okay. That is fine. I'll just have to keep sure that I don't get disconnected. That's all. This is the wrong way. We can store the ship for now.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved.
Is the way out literally all the way over there? Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Well, we need to drink something in game. Get me to rehydrate. Hydrating in real life? Yeah, fair enough. Give me one moment. I need to make sure my character, well, you know, had enough drinks before I do. You used to be able to sit on those. They've removed that. Like, I guess I'll go just sit in the lobby. There's the words of a real gamer.
It got hot as hell in there last night, and I couldn't get any sleep. Got me feeling all out of sorts today. Ugh. How you doing today? To walk around and clear my head.
Got another contract.
Do not sit on any of these chairs. God damn it.
I'll never begrudge anyone.
There we go.
I appreciate your input. You always put an interesting spin on things.
Right, let's I think it's this one. Why are they on a commercial break? Not very nice.
I think are important first, and then we are going to get to the community questions. Like I said, it's going to be a longer show than normal. I can't tell you precisely how long, but there's a lot I want to talk about. We haven't been on the air for a while, you know, CitizenCon notwithstanding. So I got you guys here. I came in on Thanksgiving. We want to make sure that we get the most out of this time. So let's start with some general conversation, some general stuff about ships in general, the project and whatnot. I want to start off with this year. This year, if my math is correct, and please, you guys correct me if it's not, you have now delivered 27 vehicles this year. So my question is,
hey man,
WTF? Like, how did this happen? And what's this change been like?
What I'm trying to think of doing.
So at the start of the year, we talked about doing this year of quality of life and content. So we sort of knew we were going to be working at this pace ahead of time. We knew that there was a lot of content to fill, a lot of shit.
Still streaming. We're just watching something.
I think we've done pretty good job of that. Big thanks to not just the team that works on the ships, but
that would be
all
good.
The supporting teams, like people who do the web pages and the marketing and the trade, economy side, QA, everybody, because it's all just a big group effort, especially to do it at that scale. Like, it's the most we've ever done in any year.
Yeah.
Last year was 23 or so. So even more this year is a big improvement. But yeah, it's not gone without its challenges, but I think.
What I'm going to do, guys, hang on. I'm going to do something here. Can you hear that?
To like the monthly releases and everything, it's been full on, but I think we've kind of weathered it pretty well. I think there's been no secret that we've been kind of expanding the vehicle team a little bit over the last couple of years, and we're kind of starting to, I guess, see some of the benefits of that. I think we've also I guess we're still in progress of kind of like changing some of our processes and how we kind of tackle ships. That has kind of allowed us to speed up. Our concept team's grown. Like, everything has kind of grown a bit to allow us to kind of get a little bit more kind of throughput. I think you know, it has been a challenge, but I think we've I think the team are in a pretty good place with what they're able to deliver and the speed and what we can deliver.
That way, I can carry on delivering the cargo whilst that's in the background.
That balance of you know, getting through some of the big ships, but also still being able to deliver a whole bunch of kind of new and exciting ones as well.
Finally getting the Idris out the door.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, some of that stuff. Yeah, we kind of got to thank some of the other teams on the other project that helped us with that kind of side of things. But yeah, it's been. I think it's been a busy year, but it's been a good year. Like everyone's come to the end of it. It's like, yeah, do you know what? I'm very proud of what the team's delivered.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
No, and it's been reflected in every metric. Our daily average users are way up. Our efficiency is way up. Yeah. So.
And I think some of that stuff as well. To be fair, is we can't lay claim for that. Like some of that side of things, you know. If the plan at the beginning of the year for the year of kind of stability improvements, I think, has meant that there's more people want to play and they want more ships to play with.
Let's see, go to my hangar.
Kind of work with some of the other teams outside of the ships that kind of help with that side of things.
So I want to follow up with another. So 27 ships. About how many were from the backlog? My next question is. There's this question that always happens. We're just going to jump right into it, guys. Here, you know, the decision between making a brand new ship that nobody's ever heard of, straight to flyable. And by the way, I want to. You missed the fact that not a single concept ship this year.
Yeah.
This is our first year.
There you go.
We've done entirely straight to flyable or backlog ships. You know, no more. You know, the era of selling JPEGs or whatnot, as the folks on the internet like to say, done. But where was I going with it? Oh, but the choice between the backlog ships, like how do you?
I know,
how does
right?
that work? You know, there's folks out there who are obviously
right.
on their Banu merchantmen.
Fuck yeah!
However many.
It should be able to quantum away quicker, right?
And so just versus getting a brand new ship like the L-22 or whatnot. How do you make these decisions?
As we've said this a few times, but as you say, always someone's first show. When it comes to the backlog ships. Quite a few years ago, we decided that we're not just going to release ships that just don't have their gameplay loop, or like their main gameplay loop. And for a lot of those older backlog ships, they rely on features or gameplay loops that just simply aren't in the game or won't be in the game within the period of time it's going to take to make that vehicle. And I can't remember how many backlog ships we did this year, but I know the backlog has gone down because of it. Like we've not added to it. It's net decreased. So when you look at the ones that are left, there is a sizable proportion of those that fall into that camp of they require feature gameplay loop. And we don't want to start and go through a whole vehicle to get to the end and not be able to release it. We'd rather use that time and resources to do other things. So the backlog pool of ships to pull from is relatively slim, so that has to be balanced against, we've got 11 patches this year. We will want to have a ship in every patch. We've got Fleet Week and IE, which we need to have a lot of ships in. So it's always a back and forth of shiny new content.
I know they're saying this, but people still want their ships, man.
And then delivering backlog ships.
So that's a good answer, and I should say we have answered it before, but it's important to continuously reiterate this again. It's the first show, and sometimes people just don't pick it up from the first time. It's while we don't always succeed. Obviously, the Clipper just went out. It's got a fabrication station in there. Crafting is not in just yet. Whatnot. There is a certified and deliberate effort to only make ships that come with their gameplay whenever possible, and that's amazing.
That is true. He did, you know, that's a good thing to bring up. Like the Clipper doesn't have its content in
27 ships this year, and while working down the, not adding to the backlog with no new concept ships, while cutting down the backlog with delivery of those ships, you also, I think everybody's aware at this point that we're on the cusp of releasing finally our first version of engineering. Like we have been talking about engineering so long. The first time we mentioned it, I was dressed as a vampire. Like that's how long It was pre-pandemic, and we are on the verge of finally delivering this first version of engineering. We're currently shooting for December, before the end of the year. But obviously, this has been a massive undertaking for your teams because you have to go.
Yeah,
back
no, I get it. No, I completely get
we're
it.
Approaching nearly 200.
I just know that people
now.
have already used the
You know,
Clipper as an
not
argument
just
point.
convert the old ships to work with the new system, adding components and stuff like this, but making sure you build the new ones with this in mind. How's that been?
That's been crazy. It's a huge amount of work, and it isn't just they finish the feature, here's how you do it, off you go. We work with them to do the prototypes for it as well, so we actually.
Oh no, yeah, I agree. But people, what I'm saying is, people don't see that. They just complain about the other
but
thing.
Then to go back, because we've been developing ships for 8, 9, 10 years at this point, it means that how we've set stuff up over the years has changed as well. So how we have to deconstruct and then reconstruct it to work is different depending on when the ship was released. So on top of having to actually get the ships out and release all the new content, any downtime is spent a combination of either bug fixing, quality of life for existing ships, or doing all of this feature support. Right now, the entirety of the design team is.
So this is the thing: engineering, crafting.
How features coming out in December feel like experience, and we're actively.
Those two things are needed
from what we thought it was going to be
before
feels better and is a better experience.
base building even comes out.
Right now, the team is sat doing it. Probably listen to me talk about them as well.
Oh yeah, exactly. They're just bitching to bitch. Yeah, exactly.
Part of the challenge is even like simple things like make sure the ships have got fire extinguishers. Like we've known that's been coming for a while, and we've been adding them to a lot of our ships. You know, as soon as we kind of knew that was coming on, but we didn't necessarily know exactly how that system was going to work, and we had no real way of kind of like testing it. So really now, a lot of the time is, you know, you think, oh yeah, well most ships got fire extinguishers, it's fine, but we still need to go through, test them all, make sure they all work, realise that, oh actually, yeah, there's a bit of collision that is a tiny bit too big, that looks fine, but we had no way of testing it. And it's those sort of little things that kind of catch you out. On the art side, we're probably in a better place because you know, our side is
not on that one. No, it looks like no.
Yeah, there's
that upside. This kind of weathering.
For engineering, there's a lot goes into it that players just don't see. So, we could spend 2 hours talking about how we do it, but essentially, and we've been doing this process under the hood over the last.
Where the hell is
2 years? Yeah, near enough. Basically, stripping out the old item pipe system, replacing it with the resource network. That was a lot of manual labor to do that. And the way that's been in the game since before 4.0, it's just basically been all the items just automatically connected themselves. That was just to get the system in functional. And now we've been doing the passes of actually physically linking all the items correctly to the relays. So people will have seen in larger multi-crew ships that have released the last 2 years, physical relays, physical items, and it's literally connecting up the resource network for those. So when you have a ship that has an engineering screen, you can see all these connections, you can manage it. And for the initial release, everything will support engineering. It just comes in different sort of stages. It's obviously, everything has to work, step one.
Ideally.
Ideally.
Well, it's not the requirement. It's not always a guarantee.
Not always a guarantee.
The hell is the
It's not always a guarantee.
game?
But obviously, a single seater is less work and less requirements than, say, the Polaris, where a single seater you have the ability to repair your items through the MFD, and that's our sort of fallback.
It's a pin to find
for a ship that doesn't have physical components. You could be able to do that gameplay from the cockpit from an MFD, and then as we go through the ships, physicalizing all the items, adding engineering screens. Again, not every ship will have an engineering screen because it just doesn't make sense to do that. You get more and more of that gameplay unlocked, but it's not like if a ship doesn't have physical components, it's way better than one that does for the gameplay. They both get impacted the same.
Mr. Malzero in the chat says, what about armor? Well,
fair enough, man.
It's coming too. So engineering's been on Tech Preview for a little while. It was on Tech Preview without armor. When they just finished the code check-in, I was talking to Torsten earlier today. When it returns to PTU, I think
Yeah, I'll probably
tomorrow,
do
the
it.
day
I'll
after,
probably
the
do
after, as soon as
that
it finishes,
next time.
The build is
Third person
is
it.
where it needs to be. Armor, the first version of Armor will be in as part of engineering, and it's going to dramatically change the balance between ballistics and lasers and all that stuff.
Different tiers of ships and everything. So
Oh.
it's just fundamentally different how combat's going to play out.
Yeah, it's now you're now going to have this choice. You know, sure, I can use lasers if I want to peel down the shields and then melt the armor stuff, or if I know where the shield generator is and I've got ballistics, I can punch right through that and take those out faster. It's like that. It's going to be a real interesting.
That's true.
Challenge and change to combat. You know, the more you know these ships, you know, the more effective you're going to be and stuff. And then of course, you know, continuing changes to flight model. The flight model will make that better and stuff as time goes on.
Yeah, well, it also massively benefits people actually taking larger crews, because if you're trying to fight on your own, you can't go around repairing all the components in the bigger ship. So it encourages you to actually go out with your friends because they stay in the fight a bit longer. It's going to be a huge shift in the dynamic of the multi-crew ships.
Yeah. So we've
There we go. Let's see if I can fly through this. I know you can barely see what I'm doing right now, but
with Torsten,
you'll hear my
go over
reaction.
a bit. When the PTU goes, you'll learn more about engineering from PTU than you will from the ISC, as always. And then we're working on a big engineering doc to release alongside 4 or 5 that'll help explain a bunch of the fundamentals and stuff. So we're all shooting to get this out before the end of the year. So we're going to do our best. We've talked about making all the new ships. Talked about, you know, the choice between backlog stuff and whatever. There are still also, there's this other class of stuff. There are still flight-ready ships who are still needing their gold standard, their gold standard. So let's explain what the gold standard is real quick. And
ships
if
that
you're so
work.
inclined, give me a list
The current state
what
of the
ships are
game.
getting their gold standard in 2026. I know it's a kind of a one question, but
A lot of ships need it.
I'm gonna push for it. I want to know what ships get their gold standard next year.
So gold standard, I mean, it's a term that kind of gets thrown around a lot, but for me it's about if we were releasing that ship today, making sure it has all the features, all the functionality of a ship that we are releasing that's brand new. So really it's going through and just kind of like, you know, ticking off all of its components, its physical items, the different interactions, making sure the metrics are correct, and it's really just kind of bringing it up to the gameplay experience that a more modern ship would have.
All the armored ships will now be much more tanky,
less about
like the Perseus. True.
Kind of making like stylistic changes for the.
It will stop people from wanting to fly them solo, which is what I'm looking forward to.
Something to be said for kind of keeping a ship's history. Now we have, you know, obviously, you know, over the last 10 years or so, you know, things have improved in how we kind of create the ships. So, you know, we do tend to go in and make some material changes. We might relight it and do those sort of things. But I don't really want to go in and take away like the kind of core DNA of a ship. If we're going that far, then I think we may as well do a Mark II or a Mark III or whatever it might be. But for me, gold standard is just bringing it up to the kind of the functionality that we would if we were kind of releasing it today.
Okay, so that's gold standards. There's a lot of questions from the community thread, and we're going to get to that in a few minutes here, about the other ways we update the ships. So there's the gold standard, which you just explained.
Yep.
And then there's
exactly.
an outright rework.
Yeah.
You know, you've got. I think it's Polaris owners are now you know, somewhat envious of the Perseus interior.
Yeah.
Star Runner owners are looking at the Clipper's second entrance and being like, "Where's my second entrance?" The 600i.
Yeah.
Just do that there. Sometimes we do a gold standard. Sometimes we shoot for a rework, and sometimes we do a Mark II, as we did with the Hornet. So talk to me about how the choice between a rework and a Mark II comes about.
So with the reworks versus Mark II, it depends on what we're trying to achieve and whether
I'm wondering if they're going to do something to the Polaris.
What exists actually achieves that. So using the 600i as a prime example, just as a talking point for one, when we made the original 600i, we had a particular vision for how we wanted the interior to be used and laid out, and then as the game evolved, we realized that the interior just doesn't work for what we actually want the ship to be able to do, what we want to achieve, what we want the experience to be while using it. And realistically, if that ship was left in the state that it was, it wouldn't actually fit its role or purpose within the game. So what we want to do is rework something like that. It needs to be taken back and then re-reviewed, and obviously everyone's seen the rework images, the concept board. There's an entire thread on Spectrum where people are keeping track of everything for it that we've ever said and covered. That's the rework. That's when what's there doesn't work. It doesn't need tweaked. It doesn't need things added. It doesn't need minor changes. It's straight up. It just needs removing and putting back in.
I'm gonna let this play whilst I go make myself
can sometimes be just bringing something up to scratch. So that's
I'm gonna make myself a coffee.
The weapon rack
because Beth just walked in and she went, "Hey, darling." And I went, "What?" And she stuck her finger up at me.
Change something about the ship. And then
do you think she deserves a coffee for sticking a middle finger up at me?
The Mark 1, the original, still works for the role, but we want to make it bigger and better, but we don't want to get rid of what the original.
I'm gonna go put the kettle on. Be right back.
Fulfilled. So if we talk about the Aurora.
Too late now.
If we talk about the Aurora, so the Aurora interior. Oh man, I'm getting in trouble after this.
Go ahead, Mark. Let's do it.
Okay, so the Aurora is obviously getting the gold. It's not obviously, but people are now hearing the Aurora is getting the gold standard.
If you've been reading the monthly reports.
Is it in the monthly report?
Yep.
Thank God I missed that. Okay, so the Aurora is getting the gold standard. So what that is, the interior still mostly works, but there's some tweaks needed to make it work with our gameplay loops. But we don't need to strip the entire interior back. It needs a place to put weapons. It needs a place so you can actually walk inside with storage boxes. It needs a fire extinguisher. We don't need to gut the entire ship. So that's why the Aurora is getting its gold standard. It doesn't need a full rework. And we don't want to change what the Aurora is, because the Aurora's, it's the Aurora. So that's when a Mark II might come along, because we can do something bigger, better, different, something we're more interested and engaged in, something that allows it to be more than what it was, but is something new.
Don't give me this might stuff. You already said it and they already saw my reaction. An Aurora Mark II is coming.
Yeah, the Aurora Mark II is a thing. I'm not going to go into details about it, but it allows us to take the DNA of what a Mark I is and then expand upon it, make it something different, make it its next generation of itself.
Yeah. If you look at it compared to the Hornets.
Just looked at the chat.
The Hornet Mark II and the Mark I side by side, you can tell they are both Anvil Hornets, even though they are stylistically very different. They're the same role, they're the same rough shape, and that's what we want to do with the Mark I Auroras and the Mark II. That you look at it and go, that's an Aurora. It does the same roles, but it's new RSI style.
So, why make an Aurora Mark II? That's from the chat.
Primarily, a big visual upgrade compared to the Mark Is, but there are so many Mark Is out in people's accounts. Like, it's one of the most iconic Star Citizen ships. We don't want to just suddenly one day, poof, they all disappear, and you've all got this new other ship that you perhaps didn't want 10 years ago. So it's the same with the Mark I Hornets. We didn't get rid of them and replace everybody's with Mark IIs. We want both can coexist, and yeah, like I say, as collector's editions for. I was here back when the Mark I was a thing.
Yeah, and as one of our kind of like iconic starships, you kind of want, you know, it's getting its gold standard to make it, to bring it up to what we want that experience to be, and then the Mark II gives us an opportunity to update its visuals to a point that it, you know, like I say, it's kind of like the new generation of RSI.
Coffee's
made. So it gives us the options to do kind of.
They've arrived near the destination. I know.
Making the originals.
She deserves all the coffee for that.
Play how we want, and also doing a full visual overhaul.
An Aurora Mark II,
will be like, don't like it. I want to keep Mark I. And the people out there that will be like, Mark I's not for me. I love the Mark II, and that's you know, that's a good thing. More options.
So I'm going to say something, and I don't want you to react one way or the other.
Then just don't put the camera on us.
But the opportunity, there's been a fan idea out there for as long as I've been here, well over a decade, for what an update to the Aurora could do.
Stream is live. Yeah.
I just want to know.
So
have you seen it? And are you?
We're live, obviously, Space TV, and they're live as well. We're just watching their stream live.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're absolutely considering Ramson's devs there, don't worry.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. And we'll go ahead and confirm that's coming in 2026, because why not? It's on the 2026 schedule. First half.
Enough.
There's nobody left to get angry at me.
I love that. Like, he's just going all the extra now. He's just saying all this.
Capacity changes recently. The raft.
Fucking brilliant.
Big surprise. Like I didn't even know about that until it went live, and I'm like, what?
This guy just.
And then a few more coming up in the future with the whole series. The Raylan, which we meant, which we in there with a little hologram thing, as well as an announcement that it's coming in 2026, which was nice. And I hear even cargo changes to the Ironclad are probably in order.
Yep.
What can you tell us about these?
Let's start with the whole series. They were concepted back.
It's changes to the Ironclad.
15.
I'm open. I'm gonna like it.
Back then, they were everyone's favorite measurement of. Cargo
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. We're just doing like watching this whilst I'm doing a cargo delivery in the background.
As we brought the whole series to the game, the whole city actually I think kept.
In Nix, you can only buy ships in SK. No, there's you can buy gear as well. You just gotta go to the marketplace.
Was 48 at concept, but we increased that to 64. Again, cargo metrics in our game solidified over the years.
I don't think you can buy ships.
Weird 48 because it didn't nicely fit in with the size.
I don't know.
Cargo crates we have in the game.
I don't know. They've got a ship
as part of that
place there.
We decided that we want 32 SEU containers to be our largest container in the game. There's not going to be like a magical 64, 128, 256 one, and that sort of has knock-ons for the whole D&E. But I want to talk about the whole B first, in that we've been working on that.
No, there's
that was 384.
There's quite a few places. There are places here in Lawville that sell ships,
and it can still land with the cargo fully on, planet side, and you can get in and out of it as an important thing. There was a lot of finagling to get that to fit.
We don't have images, and I want to be clear. We don't have images because Ben gave them to me and I forgot to load them up. So you can blame me. But essentially, it went from this to like this in order.
It should be a concept art, Jared.
Yeah. We're that to that, and
I paint pictures with words.
Yeah.
Slightly longer, but still within the same.
It was a little bit of a headache, but we tried a lot of different things, but yeah, we got there at the end. So yeah.
Well, it'll be all right.
Yeah, like
it'll be
you
a nice
could.
reveal when
Yeah,
it
you
comes.
can get. I think there is ships for sale in Nevsky. There is ships for sale here as well. In Lawville, there's ships for sale at Arcorp.
Yeah, we're doing
Area 18. There's a few places that sell ships.
The whole B is coming in 2026 too.
Should we just list them all, John?
No.
They just say that the whole B's coming as well. God damn.
Silhouettes this year. We're doing 6 days.
Yeah, I got a question about the silhouettes. Talk to me about the Raylan.
Raylan, 320 to 640. People have seen the hologram in the halls and seen a lot of comments about the triangles missing.
Yeah. So
it's fake news.
Yeah, it's not. So the hologram was based off of the game we have in the model we have in game at the moment. We are currently working out exactly what we're going to do with the cargo on it in terms of. I want to keep the aesthetics there. I want to keep it as close as we can to the original concept, but I also want to make sure that it works, and like I say, we don't want to end up with these weird shaped kind of cargo containers. So we're trying a few different things. Haven't nailed it down in concept yet.
Pre-upgraded. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
But it will support kind of just standard cargo metrics. We will keep the kind of like the visuals of these triangles. They may be like a frame that kind of clasps around it and holds it and kind of moves out of the way. There may be little end caps. Not sure exactly, but it was just a case of haven't fully resolved that yet. So that's why it's not on there.
Okay.
But it is. Yeah. That is still the plan.
I won't go back to the D&E because I forgot to go back to them.
I was going to go back after
Okay.
we did the Iron 2, but you can do it now. We'll sandwich.
It's
some,
worth
some bad
nothing.
news in.
It's worth
hold
nothing.
it
Some
in the
ships
video
are
and sit
only
down,
available
because
from certain shops, so
this is gonna
you
sound
may
like bad
have to
news,
travel
it's-
to get the
right,
ship
it's-
you want.
it's
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
You
yeah.
look right at your camera there.
Which
There you
one's
go.
this one?
Yep. Nope. Give him the John Crew camera.
Move out the way.
Give him the bad news camera.
Zoom in, zoom in.
All the way. Your cargo capacity is going quite a long way down. So the D, and I've got my notes here, is going down to 6,912 SEU, which is a lot of SEU. And the E is going down to 12,288 SEU. So, gut reaction, that's a big drop from, I think, 98,000, and I can't remember what the D was.
Yeah.
But for years, people have quite rightly said, this is going to be so boring. I don't want to sit and load 3,000 plus 32 SEU containers by hand, or even in an org.
Yeah.
Economy-wise,
Right.
huge
Well,
concerns.
I don't know
And then
why it's so
performance-wise,
framey at the
also
moment.
huge concerns. So, whilst they have on paper gone down by a big percentage, they are still
The top of the game.
absolute top, and we have no plans currently to have any ships that get anywhere near those. Like, I can't think of one that actually beats the whole sea at this point in terms of cargo capacity. So the D&E is still the cream of the crop. Their role remains unchanged as the bulk and super carriers. They're just, their SEU comes down to more reasonable levels.
Yeah.
I'd genuinely be curious to see how long it would take to load a hull E with the original numbers. Like, oh, hand on heart, genuinely curious how long it would take.
That
to
is
put
the
that many
wiki with the
32
ship
SUs on
and
it.
shop
Yeah,
list.
we looked at the concept meshes of it, and
Oh, well done.
works. They basically add extra spindle for the D and then for the E, but the scaling's all like off, and there was just no way we could even get to those numbers with the current actual cargo metrics. Like, the spindles would have had to have like quadrupled in size.
Yeah.
As it was
I think proportionally
becoming,
would look
proportionally
interesting.
Yeah.
And obviously, we will revisit the concepts when we kind of get to that point as well, because they're going to need a full pass.
It's one of those things. I'm looking at chat here live. I think a lot of people suspected the same thing. It's like the numbers never quite made made sense. They were a mistake back then. Whatever. These are ships that are not coming in 2026, but we know the answer now. We know what the correction is, and John came to me, gosh, it was like last week, I think, and said, hey, I'd really like to get this information out there now. There's no reason to sit on it. So I really appreciate you doing that. Back to some better news then, Ironclad. We're talking about cars.
Yes, so that's obviously in production. Again, monthly reports, backlog ships are always mentioned in there. We don't keep them a secret. Ironclad cargo capacity, both of them, going up. So the base Ironclad was 1,536.
1536.
1536. That's going up to 2,204, and the assault's going from 1,152 to 1,440.
I see why you got notes now.
Yeah, this is why I have it written down.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Again, they may change slightly as we get close to release, but it's that proportional change. Why did that happen?
We reshuffled the inside of it. It was the bulkhead move, and it was changing where the ladders were. So there was, as we went into, when we went through White Box with the actual layout, we then get a good chance to walk around and play and feel what the ship would be like. There were a few changes that happened to the layout and how we were orientating everything. And as things push and pull around a little bit, there's a little bit more space. It made sense to fill it, so we ended up putting a little bit more cargo in there. It's one of those things where there might be a little bit of change. We'll never go down, but we'll sometimes take it up a little. Well, sometimes might go down. We'll talk about the whole D and hull E. But it made sense for the layout and everything, so just got a little bit more cargo because it made sense to add it, and it looked dumb not being there. Because it looked just like a gap, so...
Yeah, but then most ships can only carry 20, right?
There was some gaps in the cargo.
Or things start to despawn.
If they're justifiable, it's fine. But when there's just a gap, it's just people are just going to shove more cargo in anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well, it was just because the ladders moved. Yeah. Originally, there was paths so you could get to the ladders to the catwalks, but because we moved them out to the side, it just didn't make sense for it anymore.
The Aurora Mark 1 sneak peek image that went out a few weeks ago was sat in the Ironclad's cargo hold as a background, just for a little bit of a...
Oh, we didn't mention when the Aurora Gold Standard arrives.
2026.
2026. it's also coming with all those damn
All those
Kickstarter
paints.
campaign
I've gone
paints.
pretty Sherlock Holmes on some of the old paints and trawling our archives and the internet trying to find all the details of the paints that
Going back to the original Kickstarter
were
page.
once promised before my time, and
Literally some of the oldest outstanding things. One of the reasons I really respect and enjoy working with John and Ben and sometimes Mark is that we can have a conversation at like 11
I'm
o'clock
not quite
at
sure
night about how
I'm looking at my
kinds of
frames. I'm
musical
just like,
community
what
really
the hell
should
is going on?
dig out these paints. We really should dig out, these things that existed before I was here, before you were here, before you were here. Figure out what they are, figure out what's gonna take to get them, and do them. And you guys are always down for stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. If that's something we're on the hook for and deliver, let's just get it out of the way and stuff like this.
I think
It's just nice.
There's 4 that we know what they look like, and there's still 2 or 3 that I can't find any visuals for at all.
No, they never had any visuals.
So yeah, we'll just we'll make something cool.
So
Well, let's see. Let's put this mission
And
down.
finally, before we get to the player questions portion of this show, this is the last question that's from me. Every other question for the rest of the show is from you folks. What was my question? We didn't do a silhouette thing for Syzagon Direct this year, mostly because the 2 of you are lazy, I suspect.
Didn't ask one.
So we didn't do a silhouette. We're not going to do one here today.
Do it live.
Don't get that hand shapes.
There's a whiteboard. I'll just drag it over. We'll start doing silhouettes everything for 2026.
There are still 2 outstanding ships from that silhouette of things that were supposed to come in the next year. Go ahead. We've already revealed. We've already said the Aurora Gold Standard is coming next year. We've already said the Aurora Mark II is coming next year. We've already said the. Oh, I almost revealed.
Not that easy, is it, Jared? When there's so many of them.
Tell me what those 2 ships are.
There's actually 3.
It's actually 3.
There's actually 3. So everyone thinks it was the MTC silhouette, but it was actually the MFC, which Ben announced in the MDC video yesterday. So that's.
I'm gonna try changing this ship and to see if it's the Perseus that's causing all this.
Yeah, so it's a basic
frame drops at the moment.
Swaps out the rear section for a crafting section. Opens up.
It's some lovely images again.
Okay.
Yeah, it does this. Just imagine the back.
It goes up like that.
It kind of adds a little bit of like shielding, so you can get to your crafter if you're under attack and reload
Chris
the arm.
would be so proud of us, right?
Yeah, I know, it's brilliant. It's basically how I deal with my team. It's just this.
It's the classic art director me gif. Of just
So yeah, we're
also going to check some.
The big Anvil Atlas chassis one is the Auxilia.
Yep.
Which is, if you like the Clipper, it's basically that in an Atlas ground vehicle chassis. So it has a crafting machine, same dimensions as the one in the Clipper, and a tier 2 medbed in it, in a big hulking great.
It looks really cool.
It looks really cool.
Yeah. Nice little kind of forward operating base.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One person, drive it in, and you've got your little respawn and crafting and everything.
Keep trying that bunker mission.
Yeah. And then the last one, a lot of people correctly guessed was a consolidated Outlands ship.
A lot of stuff, man. Go watch it back later.
Currently called the Forge. I don't know
Everyone
whether
is
we're going to keep that name or not. And you can guess from the name what it does. It's another crafting ship. It's basically a small to medium-sized solo ship with a whacking great crafting machine bigger than the ones people have seen.
Yeah, as soon as I put the Perseus away, I get
it also has
60 plus
a
frames
refinery,
back.
so you can refine goods to make your things you are crafting or fabricating. And then 11th hour request for it as well was, much like the Pioneer, it's super big brother. It also has ground extractors in it, so you can land on a planet and extract the resources to refine to use for your crafting.
And I mean, with that one, we were fairly early with the concept when we kind of paused it. The concept's super cool. It's got this amazing kind of like slab front kind of glass canopy to it.
Full width flat glass.
Yeah, full width flat glass. So it was a really cool looking ship. Can't wait to pick it back up. But I don't know if we'll end up doing.
We'll end up tweaking it.
Yeah.
Again, it's got a, like we talked about earlier, we don't want to do things that we're not confident that the gameplay is going to be there in time for its release. And
how is my
a few
golem
extra things
ox
added to
destroyed?
it than when we started the concept for it. So then that's obviously pause it.
And obviously, if it hasn't been apparent now, the reason those didn't come out last year is because crafting didn't come out last year.
Yeah, and you know, it was on the production schedule, but we knew ahead of time enough that you know,
Yeah, I'm hoping
that didn't have the gameplay.
they smooth out the purses, because goddamn, man.
So is crafting coming in 2026?
Your insurance claim has been set.
It's above my pay grade, so you need to
ask that team.
Thank you.
We're gonna try. All right. Oh, there's a good question.
I feel like I'm gonna say this. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back through this and just write down everything they say that's they've just leaked. That's potentially coming in next year.
So let's jump into the questions from the community. So the next 30 questions or so are entirely from members of our player base, and we've grouped them into a couple different subjects. Let's start with some Perseus questions. We'll start with the questions
I have
related
no
to our
idea
6
what these people
currently
are
new
talking
vehicles
about.
that
I'm just here in case bio
and the first
needs
question,
a mod
these
at
are
this point.
generally in
Oh,
order of
thanks,
what they were
Kalar, man.
voted up most that could actually be addressed. Will you be adding gravitational plates to the outside walkway of the Perseus?
No.
Next question.
Yeah, next question. There's a lot of people love those areas that you can walk around outside of the ships. There's some really fun, annoying bugs and technical consequences from it that happen as a result of basically abusing the setup to get that to function. And for the Perseus, we really just wanted it as this planet side, like I've landed on a planet in my Perseus, and I've got this nice little balcony on the side of it that I can go out the rear bridge airlock door and then just survey the land and defend the ship from.
That's pretty.
Not to say that we won't ever explore some gravitational plates on the walkways.
Sure, but it's not the physics grid method that we currently use. So that we used to have it on the outside of the character.
Gonna try the
put
ops out.
themselves into the back of it and stuff. It's
See how that
not
goes.
what that system's intended for, and there's way too many consequences as a result of using it.
All those people hoovering up transport shuttles.
Also, be right back.
With the front of their 890s and carracks and things like that.
It's their fault.
It's their fault.
Okay. Why is the Perseus pilot? Why does the Perseus pilot have control over the ship's torpedoes when the Polaris pilot isn't allowed to use the torpedoes? There's a lot of questions from some rather salty Polaris owners who see the Perseus and like, why not me? So, what's the deal with the torpedoes there, Mark?
I'll let John give the good news.
Oh,
it is good news.
It is good news. So in 4.5, we're going to allow one of the bridge stations. We were talking about this last night. Which one was
we went for the gun, not the missile.
The gun one, not the missile. So the back right station of the Polaris bridge will have torpedo control as well now. It's, as you can imagine, you can use it from there. There's still a reason to go down into the depths of the ship to use it, because you then get that 360 camera, and it also has a much larger queue.
Omnipotent. What does that mean?
So how many do we sell on the 8?
You always do that,
So
and then when we need you suddenly wake up.
Polaris and queue up 8 torpedoes. Something you don't want to exist.
That's a nice
yes,
talent you have.
We do want
That's
to,
what all Twitch ones do.
People will in 4.5 have it, so at least they're on the bridge together doing things. Why not the pilot?
Yeah, there's a capital ship coming. It's an affordable one. And it's called the Nuban.
Some force balance there. The Perseus torpedoes are way smaller, way less damage compared to the Polaris ones.
I think there's this thing. It's like when the Mercury Star Runner owners look at the Clipper. It has a second entrance like this. There's this. It's easy to want every ship to have everything.
Yeah.
It's real easy and completely understandable from a
I have a
player's
Perseus,
standpoint.
man.
Let's just be real. You have your favorite ship.
That's the
and your
ship I
favorite
had out
ship
a minute
can't
ago,
do
but
something
I
that
put it
some
away
other
because it
ship
was
does.
causing some lag.
And that irks. That just makes your brain itch. But this is my favorite ship, and I want my favorite ship to do everything because it's my favorite, and this is the last ship I want to fly. But weirdly, that's not exactly great game design. You don't want everybody to just pick one ship and that's the only ship they ever fly for the remainder of their time in the game, because that becomes boring. You want choice. You want compelling differences between this ship, that ship, and the other ship and stuff like that. So while there's certainly things that can be done, like adding the control to another station, behind the Polaris and stuff to bring certain things into.
There we go.
You don't want.
Where do you get in? Ah, there you go.
Equalization of all things.
Yeah, and without even looking at the chat over there, I can already tell they're going, well, the Polaris doesn't have this. Why does the Idris pilot get the railgun? And I can see that, and it's a sort of different problem in that if you don't give the pilot of a ship that has a fixed weapon on the front of it control over firing that weapon, it's basically useless. You will never hit anything trying to coordinate between two people with something with such force accuracy. That doesn't mean that we're happy with how powerful that railgun or beam is and won't look to balance that in the future, but it's not justification for the Polaris pilot or co-pilot, because we also had this discussion of why do we just give it to the co-pilot, the Polaris? Well, then no one will sit in the pilot seat because they'll go sit in the co-pilot seat because they can fly and then shoot the torpedoes at the same time. So it's all sort of a fun multi-layered thing, and it can seem like, oh, they're just ignoring the problem, but there's lots of things to consider.
Yeah, and I think there's loads of balance things, and there's loads of things that we've just learned over time that we could improve on. And we're not saying we're never going to go back and make improvements to ships.
Yeah, Skinner and Vandal both have
trying to balance them.
So we can go
You just wandered into one of my. I've got my 7
with red flare
catchphrases that have developed.
That,
over the last
what I'm hoping is
One of them
Battleborn. You just come join us, man.
Every ship that you guys make is better than the last. I mean, I really truly believe that. There's this idea that it's another really easy idea to fall into. That
from back and forth long arms. Good
job. 2012. We know everything in 2014, we know everything in 2016, we know everything in 2018, that we don't learn from each ship that we make. When the reality is we do, and we should. We should learn from every ship we make.
Nice little ship.
Not Falco. Oh gosh, I can't think of his name when we were talking about the Perseus. Probably. About the signage.
Right, let's have a look.
On the Perseus. We should learn from these things and get better with every single one.
Do you want me to go into this or not? Or have we got time to talk about Perseus, Polaris, and things?
Yeah, by all means, do it.
So I think so.
Track
there was
this
a little
one.
misconception over the Polaris is that we didn't have signage because we didn't know what we were doing, or we didn't have signage for this and the other.
I assumed you didn't know what you
I'll be honest. I didn't want it to be overly signposted, and was that right? Probably not now looking back at it, because the general feedback has been people much prefer it. For me, what I was trying to do with the Polaris was I wanted it to feel like a cold, intimidating.
I'll join you guys, don't you worry. Nice, man.
Space that wasn't like.
By the way, every time I got shot, I played as it was my left shoulder for the memes.
just somewhere that was a war machine. And that was kind of like the vision that I was trying to put into it. Did the team ask to put signage? Yeah, some of the team did want to put signage on it, and I was like, actually, I don't want to overcook it. Obviously, on top of that, it was the first time that we were learning a lot as we were going. We were building out kind of RSI kits. We were kind of investing a lot of time into like the underlying structure that we needed to then be able to build future ships quicker and smoother. And I think, obviously with the Perseus, we saw that a lot of the feedback was people didn't like it, people got lost, they didn't like the lighting, they thought it was bland and everything else. So we used the Perseus as an opportunity, and the NA team, they did a fantastic job with it, and all credit to those guys that they looked at it and they were like, what did we learn? What are we going to improve? And
so signage potentially come into.
It's resoundingly been a success. Everyone seems, or from what I've seen, it's been very, very positive in how that's been received.
I pressed that
landing gear. Are we going to go
up.
back and change that on the Polaris? Are we going to back and make changes? We will make changes. When? It's not coming tomorrow. So we need a little bit of time to kind of go back and focus it. We are making some quality of life changes sooner rather than later, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to kind of like knee-jerk react, make loads of changes to it, put it all in, and then them not be just kind of rush it. I'd rather kind of do it right and have a little bit of time just to kind of let the dust settle, look at what was really successful.
I didn't realise this had quantum in it, so
changes to it. So I was trying to do one thing and it turned out people didn't like it. That's fine. Like that's absolutely fine. And I'd rather have the opportunity to go in and fix it than actually no, screw you guys, you're kind of done. So yeah, we will go back. We will kind of make updates to it. Will it be as colourful and bright as what the Perseus is? Maybe, maybe not. But I want to experiment with it and try it first before I kind of hard commit to, yeah, this is exactly what we're doing.
I appreciate your candor on that. Chat's made that comment a couple times in the show today. It's one of the things I like about getting these shows is that we get to just be real.
The underscore battleboard.
It's some things happen because of. It takes a village, and there's 30 people involved in that, and a thing is like that because it has to be the synthesized decisions of 30 people, and that's why it ended up that way. And some things are, I wanted it that way, and you know,
yes, he sent a friend request. Nice.
And also responsibility.
That's
yeah, exactly. And I really appreciate you saying that. And whatnot. And again,
well, now we've got, you know, we'll be able to get. Now we just need to work towards getting 2 crews worth active and playing Battleborn
in the short term.
And we'll get
but this like
our
the
Perseus
folks
out.
who have been waiting for the 600i, you know, rework. This
Imagine 2 Perseus out there pirating people.
Things, we're giving our best intentions,
nasty,
and knowledge that we have at the time, but that's not a schedule.
Yeah, and there's some things that we can do relatively quickly.
They definitely need to bring out more of a skin that looks like piracy for the Perseus, in my opinion.
And I just want to make sure that we kind of like we do it right.
Yeah, but I will say the RSI kit, like in the last. Starting with the Polaris, you know, I know we just had some words about the Polaris.
You use my spare account,
there
don't you?
is so much of the Polaris that just pushed that RSI brand beyond.
Yeah, and then we also have the Zeus,
which Polaris and the
come
Zeus,
pick me up in this. I'm ready.
There was this whole thing with the Polaris and the Zeus where, for me, the Polaris was what originally I'd wanted. RSI military.
I'll be up for playing. I'll be up for playing properly this evening.
A little bit more inviting, a little bit more welcoming. And I think with the Perseus, we kind of found that really nice balance between the two. So we just need to go back and sort it.
I'm excited about the future of RSI. You know, I've always been, you know, I've always been an admitted, you know, Drake guy because I like the usable future and everything. But the last year, I've really come around on RSI. It's what I saw with the Zeus, what I saw with the Polaris was just like, oh, maybe I have a new favorite. And it's nice when your favorite also shares the boss's name. Just as a political.
I got a message from Stefan, and he sent me a picture saying his cat is watching my stream.
Question is simply, shark mouth Perseus skin. Please.
Maybe. Not sure yet. I'm going to be non-committal. I don't know. I'll be honest. When Chris asked for the shark mouth Idris, I was just like, nah. Well,
you know what I could do? You know, we got all these like monthly holiday promotions, Stella Fortuna and I could go back there. We could invent Shark Week.
Shark Week, okay.
Shark Week 30th century.
I bet you Shark Week.
And just force you to make shark paints for.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see if someone in chat says that Shark Week's already a thing.
It is a thing.
Well, it is a thing in real life, but this is the 30th century.
Yeah.
We just continued it.
Do sharks still exist in the 30th century?
Manny, let's talk about a Shark Week. Manny doesn't watch the show. The next question. Star Kid.
Why does that come up? God damn it.
By 2 different people.
One of them wasn't me, I promise.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this Mark?
Come up twice there, like annoying thing.
It's always Starkit, isn't it?
Yep.
Bloody Starkit.
Just give us.
Ben hates Starkit.
No.
Like everyone's like, give us Starkit, and Ben's just like, nah, can't. I refuse.
Everyone.
They're
thinks I hate Starkit. I don't hate
new
Starkit.
missions.
Like me and Drake.
I just want
which
it to be used and released.
You need to be, you know.
Yeah, like you know.
Focused to doing.
Starkit in Celebration Month. Then yeah, of course.
It's the new stuff, like a really long mission.
But I don't want to just slap Starkit on it.
Are you challenging me?
No.
A lot of detail.
Because everyone likes you know, I think,
no, we haven't done these yet.
It's got to feel right, and just slapping it on the side of a ship for no reason doesn't feel right to me. I'd love to build out that whole family, whole brand a little bit further, so it's not just Starkit. There's a whole host of characters. Star Shark, yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
I'm gonna go to OM5 apparently first.
Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, unless Chris asks me to, and then I'll.
I doubt that request will go.
Oh, did I?
He does have a whimsical streak.
He is on board with doing more
people don't give him
family,
credit
so,
for.
yeah.
You know, the fact that I've survived for 11 years proves he's got a whimsical streak. But last Perseus question: how will ammunition be replaced on the Perseus during combat? Will there be some kind of ammunition containers in the cargo hold?
Yes, so I think we've talked about this before, but I'll go over it again. We have plans, short term, that you'll be able to sort of restock, rearm, refuel from select ships from the stores that you have loaded onto their cargo grids, and if there's another ship in the hangar bay, whatever.
Talked about that at Syzygon Direct. So
we talk about so much, I'm starting to forget when and where we said stuff. So that's more for like rearming and refueling ships.
Is that the one that gives 1.2 mil? Vandal smuggler mission is a huge FPS mission. You fight for a space station and a cap ship. It's awesome, and fight Vandal in space too.
It will essentially hoover it out of the cargo grid. Mid long term, we'll have.
I'll be up for doing that.
Space next to those turrets.
I could probably do that sooner than later.
Two turret rooms. They're just arted up with like fluff. You see it in the stance attack. There's.
I know that Beth is literally waiting to watch. I know Beth will be waiting very patiently now for me to be finished so we can watch.
Salvation questions. Can you add a
Stranger
button
Things
on the
new
back of the
season
salvation to keep expelling the boxes in the buffer? Having to keep going into the cockpit to press the button should not be necessary. Thank you. That sounds like a bug.
Yeah, if you've pressed the button in the cockpit to keep auto ejecting, it should just keep auto ejecting, and if it's not, it's a bug.
Didn't get it working. It is a bug though, so if we get to issue cancel, we can get that looked into.
Okay. Will the Salvation fit in and work with the Galaxy's refinery module? Look, I mentioned the Galaxy.
Galaxy question, the only one.
It will fit inside the rear hangar, and then you can unload the cargo and refine it.
Yeah. There's like a big double door from the rear hangar to the modular section. So
right, let's load up the rest of this cargo and then deliver it.
We might have to stop.
Get a couple and then not a bother.
We have to stop the Salvation flying through that double door into the refinery module.
I hadn't thought of that. Good challenge. No, I don't want people doing that.
Chad's like, Galaxy 2026 confirmed. What made you decide to lock the Salvation salvage beams to modified cinches instead of allowing them to be upgradable, swappable?
So
rare ship parts.
The main role and purpose of the
Salvation
is
I plan to later
into the actual the entire world.
Rare, not rare.
Entry ship just to get started, and we wanted the heads that came with it to specifically try and be a easy experience. So it's very forgiving, but obviously the result is the yield isn't very good. It's just supposed to be, hey, listen, you know you don't really know what you're doing very well with it. Let's make it nice and easy for you. And then if you end up really liking the Kree and wanting to progress, you move out of the Salvation. So we wanted to be able to very strictly control that experience and not have that head used on other ships, because it's not meant to be a good optimal head. It's just supposed to be a.
There we go. Let's get that up.
That's exactly the. In a nutshell, we don't want to add complexity to a start.
It's the same thing we did with the Golem.
Yeah,
earlier
exactly
this year.
that. It's the when we originally talked about them, we talked about them being the opposite sides. One salvate.
Torsten's not here. I don't know if cinches are the best option for hull scraping. It's supposed to focus on hull scraping, but that might just be me being a little bitch.
The beauty of them being locked and bespoke versions is we can tune them. Like if they're not performing how we want, then we can change them.
All right, let's move on to Clipper.
No Clippy.
That was a. You ever see it? You know, there are things you see in this game. You know, in the project. You work here long enough, you see a lot of things. The Intrepid showing up early and everybody absolutely hating it, and then it going.
I don't know if we're gonna fit this all on.
Moving like hotcakes as far as volume.
Oh no.
The Clipper. You know, when we put it in, everyone's like, you put it in the build, and you know, those folks who data mine and stuff like that, putting out YouTube videos and whatever, and be like, oh, this thing's so ugly and whatnot, and then it goes live, and I mean, it's now the most successful introduction ship that we've ever done. Yeah. So, where was
it is really well done.
Oh, there's a question.
The Clipper.
The Clipper. What will it be able to craft?
Obviously, we're not the people doing crafting, so I can't give you exacts, but it's designed to be FPS items and small ship items, sort of within that world. It's not designed to be like, I want to make another vehicle. It's clearly not going to.
I should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine.
And it's sort of part of the balance of that ship. Everyone's like, why does it not have a bigger cargo bay? Why doesn't it have a bigger this? It's the jack of all trades, master of none. It has a relatively small cargo grid, relatively small crafting machine to sort of constrain that.
I feel like there was a pretty good answer to this question in the Q&A. In the Q&A that got published alongside, and that's that, you know, basically, you know, crafting is still being worked on. We did a segment on it at CitizenCon Direct, what the very first version of crafting is currently scheduled to look like.
I love how the golem ops lowers as you load it.
But then as crafting continues to develop and it continues
the weight,
to diversify,
right?
you know, the nature of what it can craft will probably change as the nature of what can be crafted in the game can change. So it's not really a answer that we can give right now. Trispone says, Jared, it's still ugly though. Your mom.
What?
I love the Clipper. Why has the Clipper, despite its
Your
massive
mom.
physical size, only 2 size 1 shields?
Again, it's the jack of all trades, master of none. If we gave it really big shields, like when we were doing this ship, it had quite a few internal nicknames.
Okay, Jared is brilliant.
Its roles and capabilities, and we were pretty concerned it was just going to be like.
I still remember the time when I went to one of the
Citizen
CitizenCons. I did a studio tour. There was one when I did the studio tour in Texas,
and that's sort of why.
And he came out of one of the offices and he was there. He goes, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh, can I have a picture?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course you can." And he grabs my phone, and he strongly suggests that he should take the photo. And he starts off with both of us in the picture, and then eventually he moves the camera, and then gets his hand up, right in our face, and he pushes me away, and then just starts taking pictures of himself with my phone. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And this next question on the Clipper, we originally had Rich on the show from the vehicle experience team. He wasn't able to make it at the last minute, so this is really a question for him. But why limit the Clipper in speed to below 1,000 and not 1,100 to 1,200? This ship should be fast based on its name and the number of engines. So we know his answer was balance just where it's supposed to be.
It is ugly, but it is growing on me, to be honest. What, this ship,
specific speed,
the Golem Ops, yeah, it's not a bad little ship. It's like a starter for the cargo, right?
There's a lot of engines.
But it's a bloody good starter for cargo.
It makes up for the number.
Look cool, though.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's like big doesn't mean they're powerful.
No, exactly. Yeah.
I do.
Very inefficient.
This it's a weird thing to like, but the animation on the engines, is really satisfying to watch when you open it up. I don't know why. There are two things that are getting really. Again, it's really nice to see evolve over time.
Oh,
One
the
is
Clipper.
animations.
All right.
Animations are
Yeah, the
getting
Clipper I really like. I like the Clipper.
And two,
love it. It's one of my favorite ships now.
And everybody on CIG audio, your ship audio, lately. We had Simon on. I can't remember how long. Simon and Phil on about the new era and CIG audio team and whatnot, and what they've been doing for our ships this year. The L-22 weapons specifically.
The Wolf's noises were incredible. The audio from the weapons.
Like, I know it makes no sense to the vacuum of space. I don't care.
Like the audio has been amazing, but it's been buggy as hell.
Speaking of the Wolf, we only had only one question here about the Wolf. Will the kits for the Wolf be available in game for AUEC? Yes, eventually. The Wolf weapon kits are no different than the. Let's see, how many have we done? So we introduced the first weapon kit with the Idris K. The Idris K was a weapon kit, and then we introduced that back in 2019 and whatnot. And yeah, it didn't come online until May of this year, but it came online there. The Heartseeker turret for the Hornet in February is another weapon kit. That is.
Please, somebody in chat.
Had a conversation with Andre.
See if you can get the question in their channel.
Just one of those things.
Asking about. Are they going to be making it so that all ships are going to have the ability to put posters up?
Missile turrets. those were sold exclusively on the
That would
store
be
for a period of
amazing.
time to fund the
Posters.
project, and those are in game now.
Because that's one thing
These
I love
are
about the
absolutely
Clipper
no
is the
different.
fact that
It's
I'm
no
able
different
to
than all those
really
things that we've
customize
literally
it.
been doing since 2019 with the Idris K kit. It's the weapon kits, like the ship weapons. We used to. I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. We used to make variants that were just weapon loadouts, like
Posters,
the Hornet
yeah, so
Wildfire and the
I'll have to
Saber
show you. I've
Comet
got some really
and
cool
stuff
like
this and whatnot.
posters
The
within my
Starfighters,
ship.
the Ion and the Inferno.
It's
and
really
whatnot.
cool.
And I don't think any of us really felt super good about that. It was where the tech was at the time, and that's what we could do. Now with this era of weapon kits and whatever, we cannot have to develop an entire variant just for a loadout thing. And I think that's a better value proposition for our players, quite frankly. But it is still a means of just like we used to sell those. I'm just going to call them kind of crappy variants, weapon loadout variants. We used to sell those for stuff on the project. Now we do these instead of those. And like everything, they'll go into the game. I don't know what the period of exclusivity is, but it's not hardcore and defined. It's like the Heartseeker turrets going.
Oh, thank you.
It just is. But yeah, those will go.
Let's see if they actually bring it up.
The Idris K weapon kit will go in at some point back when I leave here. I don't think it's in right now, so I'll go and I'll talk.
That would be good. That needs to go in the Idris K kit into game.
Right, Idris K. We've done weapon kits for a while now, and stuff like this. So they all make it into the game eventually. So
the Idris needs to go in the game.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Is I know the paints were a little bit broken.
Because that would be what I would like to start working towards. I want a big goal for the org to work towards, and I think the Idris will be the first one.
Function properly, even if the paints were a
right,
little bit broken.
I need
the yellow.
I need to go to the loo real quick. Be right back.
Front, retros just crushed me. Yeah. But it's been fixed. It was fixed within a few hours of the build going. It was just something that was too late for us to fix for the release.
And yes, Chad is reminding me eventually a way to get the railgun for the Idris M from the Idris M.
Big shop.
Big shop.
Big shop.
Yep. I think the big mistake is everybody assumes they go into UEC shops.
Yeah.
And that's never been what's said. They will be attainable in game. So for a long time, UEC shops were the only way we could do that. But now loot is diversifying. People have just seen the physicalization of helmets and stuff like this. There's going to be certain things that you can only get through loot. Crafting is somewhere around the corner. That will be another way to attain these things in game. And Wicklow, everybody's favorite,
Banny,
which some people online, not completely incorrectly, have dubbed crafting light. When it works. Despite what some people online have said, I've never sat here and lied to you.
I'm back.
In 11 years, I'm not.
One thing I will say they need to do.
All of these different ways are ways.
And I was thinking this for the longest time. They need to make it so that missions.
It's not just automatically.
You can take the mission, then log out,
so
and then log back in with that mission.
That said, the wolf kits will eventually be in UEC shops. I'm just making a point that it's not automatically that.
Because the amount of time, like.
All right, so let's move to some general ship questions.
Doing the mission, save
really
Battleborn. Like, if we go start the mission, I wish that I could log out and then continue on where we left off later on. You know what I mean?
That we might be seeing some generalist ships from.
Yeah, definitely think it's in 2026. There'll definitely be at least one more. I'm not going to say any more than that.
We're just going to reveal the entire 2026 schedule tonight. That's right. All right. You're saying there's going to be another generalist ship.
There'll be another generalist ship.
I'm trying to scratch my head thinking, what we signed up for? I can't remember.
It's been so many at this point.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is the next question, but why we've changed the categories and gone through them all.
Yeah, in 4.4, people probably logged in.
But you'll be able to
a lot of
craft
the
capital
categories
ships
were
though,
kind of
right?
Fixed and updated on their ASOP.
I had a bug come across my desk for ground vehicles displaying as ground. And it annoyed me immensely, so I went into our tools to have a look at it and just discovered this web of broken stuff. And as you do, you start pulling at the thread and fixing one thing, and then you realise the inconsistencies. So we went through and aligned them all. We got rid of ground as a career, because whose career is ground? So all the combat vehicles that are ground vehicles are now combat with their like sub-classification, and that just morphed into
My dog lights down
just
here,
relooking at them
like,
all,
I'm between my legs,
light,
wanting strokes.
medium, heavy freight.
Yeah.
We also realigned some of the categories because they were done.
No, they've already shown off in last year's Citizen Con that you'll be able to craft eventually up to a Bengal.
If we've published that, where it's our thing we're going to do, shipyard.
You'll be able to make a Bengal.
Yeah, we are. It's one of those things.
The last
you
physical
and I did the
Citizen Con.
shipyard back in 2016, 2017, and we say every year that it's time to update it and whatever. We are going to find time to do an updated shipyard in 2026. That's another thing that's coming in 2026. It's absolutely needed. I got to get these other teams I'm building fully up on board, and I'm not whatever. Then I can go back to that stuff.
Might also knocked onto the web as well. Like the web store is an entirely different set of data.
I don't,
different set of things. So
I don't think everyone's going to buy a capital ship if they put it in games, to be honest.
People are like, what does Jared actually do when he's not filming like this? Well,
nobody filming.
One of the things I'm in charge of is this massive store audit that we're doing. So we made a mistake.
Ow,
we've been trying
dog,
to add
please.
slowly working out definitions for all the different roles and the types, and adding them to the website. And like, Rome's not built in a day. But I made an update to, and it was me. It was me who did it. I made an update to.
Bengal will be the biggest ship we will ever get. They will only be a few of them.
Definition that I didn't mean to remove.
You will have to go find the parts or
That's me
craft the
trying to do a
parts
good
for
thing.
it, but you'll have to fight to
it
keep it. Other orgs can come and steal it from you. Oh yeah,
Jared,
for sure.
We want more video content because we like it. I like it too. And there will be more video content next year. Probably not back to what it was at the high day, but I am bound and determined to do more next year than we did this year. That's another thing. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Save this for like New Year's Eve.
This sort of is art. No. It's kind of our New Year's Eve.
They might work on New Year's Eve.
Well, no, they would just
Have
be
you made
expensive.
any good progress on the Caterpillar and Ironclad command modules?
They'll be really expensive.
Excellent question.
Oh, okay, fine.
No,
no, it's fine. That's fine. That's all you want from me, Jared.
Go ahead, say it.
So the actual parasite stuff for being able to take control of the larger ship and fly control it, we've actually got the first player very soon. They've used a prototype of existing ships, but the Ironclad and the command module have been built with it in mind. There's slight tweaks needed for them to use it with that, but first playable's coming up soon, and we're currently on track to have it come out with it, with the actual release of Ironclad.
Oh, wait, was there any truth to the rumor?
Don't message
that
me.
the command module of the Caterpillar stuck asymmetric wings on it and called it the Clipper?
No.
Now that you think about the shape, it's similar.
No, we turned it up.
Oh, there we go.
Called it the cutter.
Yeah, that was the cutter, yeah.
5 new ships released at this year's IE.
Can't wait for the
yet
Javelin to
all are
be in
missing a
game.
Practical,
It's
quite
huge and
useful
looks like a
element.
ton of fun.
Downward-facing landing.
Yeah, I think
lights.
that's the only thing that we
Why
don't
is this
have
critical
somebody in the org
element
that owns one,
overlooked in ship
actually.
design.
Like,
Are
actually
you
still currently
stupid?
owns it.
Maybe.
I added that last.
Oh.
I mean, possibly. So I think it depends what context we're talking about, because if the practical purpose of them is the same reason that people wanted really, really powerful headlights and lights on the ship, it's to help them navigate in the dark, so it's easier to land and go about on dark planet surfaces. When we kept extending the range of the headlights, it didn't work well. It's really underperforming. And when you got a group of ships together and they're all pointing at each other, it was impossible to see anything, because it would just be like driving down the highway.
Everyone remembers the
The
scouts.
problem is big orgs have billions in the bank. My org is only like...
too much, but people need a way to be able to actually navigate.
And we
in the
have
dark.
10 billion in
absolutely,
the org
that's
bank.
something that's needed.
And most of us have 10 to 100 million in our own accounts.
So,
God damn.
we do have plans for a solution. It's a system called, we're calling it LAMP.
Lamp. Not Star Lamp?
I mean, I didn't pick the name, Jared. I didn't pick the name of it. But it's LAMP.
Lamp is back.
It's to...
I love Lamp.
Sam, you know, that's a good amount of in-game money.
The entire purpose is light amplification, so it's to let people be able to fly and navigate at night. It's currently in early stages. We don't exactly know when it's going to be going out, but what it does is it puts light amplification on all of the canopy glasses, so you actually be able to see what you're doing in the dark.
And it's what I probably should have done actually is flown it over there.
Version of that
for your cockpit glass.
For your cockpit glass.
Oh,
so that's the solution to have you
Like closer.
navigate at night. Now, if the question is because it's cool,
yeah, it is cool.
Ships.
Yeah, just blame me. It's fine.
Oh God, what's going on?
I still want an underneath landing camera though. Still want, especially on what's the one that took off and landed vertical?
Sulan.
Yeah, so that was good for that. With the
It's the
Clipper,
merging
the
of
unique
hangers right now.
integrated
That's what's
crafting
going on.
station, are we going to see them added to existing ships such as the Carrack or Aquila?
Carrack, yes, because it was one of the promised
I've put
features
it at
of that
least
ship was this repair
within
room,
the
which
markers.
at the time
I can then
sort
I
of
don't
was
have
pretty
to.
undefined, but now it's repair is sort of like crafting your own small items for things, and you can sort of repair adjacently to it. And we were talking about the Kilo. We can't remember that being a thing for it.
Get out of the
I
ship.
don't remember that either.
So the org that you're a part of, is it one that you run, own, or is it?
Tag me on Spectrum.
John Crew.
Yeah.
We
You're
spent,
a member of it.
A good hour today digging through every single bit of the old marketing material for every generation of it, and couldn't find a thing about it on the Aquila. Just Aquila. Aquila.
Tomato.
Aquila.
If anyone has got anything of it, just tag me. Me and John Spectrum will.
Yeah, I do look on Spectrum, but it's.
You just don't reply.
I don't reply because I get a lot of tags.
Okay, so here's another one. With another large ship added, Perseus, conspicuously lacking the option to reserve a name, even if it
I'd
wouldn't
be
visible
fine
in
with
game.
buying the
Could
interesting
someone
game
please
for 1
give us an
billion
update on
with
the
no
intentions
weapon at
around
all
ship
and go
naming?
from
We've
there,
had absolutely
having to
no
fight
word
and
in years to confirm or deny that the original reservation system is still aligned with the team's philosophy. If it is, then what's stopping you from adding ship names simply on the webmaster site so we can reserve the unique names we have in mind?
So from a vehicle,
That would be kind of.
There's two things there.
See, that's one
Simply
thing I would
introduce
love.
vehicle
Like,
naming and
no,
serials
it's
with,
a
Hercules and
YouTuber
slew of
called
other ships.
Captain Foxy Loxy.
We've
I'm
done the
just a
setup of all the
low-level
ships to
scrub who
support
joined
having
recently.
names
Okay.
Since then, so anything in like the last 3-4 years.
4 years.
Are you planning to
Has the
stream
setup
Star
for it.
Citizen?
We're not
as well, though,
from
Battle.
at least from an art point of view, not particularly happy with how it works because it's basically a fixed size, maximum 32 hair long length string that goes on the exterior of the vehicle. If you name your ship B, it's the same size B as if you had 32 Bs in a line, so it doesn't look great. It doesn't react to the paints. We get to pick the font and the color in the current system. So if you pick, you've got a black hull ship with white font, looks great on the default. You go put a white paint on it. It doesn't react to that. We need to enhance that. So either the paints have an override for the serial numbers and colors, or the serials
put this down.
Do some magic to detect that.
Probably not. I got the PC to do it, but
so
I can't be
like you see
bothered.
on
That's fair,
the
man.
Enterprise, it has little lights that illuminate up the name and the serial number, and we need that to work with the dynamic scaling side of it as well. So from a content side of view, it works. We're not particularly happy with it. There's also a huge amount of work that goes on the platform side that they would need to answer. I know it's a hugely manual process because of the way.
How much have we got now?
So many ships, and because it's unique.
Yeah,
names,
3.5 mil.
System.
So not bad. I think
of every ship.
I don't know if it's true, but like I think there was like a video. I couldn't understand it because it was in a different language, but somebody released a video on YouTube saying that 4.5s bring in a whole full wipe. I don't know if that's true though, but. And if that is the case, like, why has that even been mentioned out to everybody potentially now? Because that would just ruin any testing that could happen for this patch going forward. That I don't believe it.
But then it's more on the feature side that's the issue.
We need it to
I can understand if there is going to be one to some extent.
To set it up,
right?
It's a huge amount of it. There needs to be more practical way to do it.
Back away from this one because it looks like a hard
He's making his mind up.
Trying to work out which
settle
this
in.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of them.
Oh no.
Oh, here you go. Here comes a question that's a little bit.
Oh no, it's me. I'm in trouble. Oh.
Don't say a word. Mm-hmm. Gonna need some more info on the battlecruiser there, Chief. Don't say a word. Oh. Don't say a word. I'll say this so that if somebody gets angry at me, they can just come to me. The battlecruiser, for those of you who don't know, is our last concept. It's from the original crowdfunded campaign.
Bengal.
We didn't do any concept ships this year. It's our intention to never do another concept ship again, other than the battlecruiser. And when it comes,
I'm gonna watch the chat for this.
Being a giant military style thing, if only there was a giant military style event that would be appropriate to reveal such things, that's probably where you might expect to learn more about it. And definitely not
Invictus,
here, where we've already spilled the beans on too much of the 2026 schedule.
Did you confirm the manufacturer then or not?
No, we're not revealing that.
Okay.
Wait, did you just confirm it for 2026?
I feel like we're not doing 2026.
Did I? No.
You didn't.
Citizen Joel's like, open development. Open development doesn't mean we just say everything that comes into our brain. That's never been what open development is.
I get the battle cruise. Is that the Bengal? Is that what we're thinking they're talking about there?
Development. It's been very open.
Just don't say it. It's just clickbait.
Right,
Yeah, most
have you
likely.
identified a stopping point where SC will have enough ships?
No.
No. Well, why does there have to be a limit?
Well, like, we haven't even, like, if you think of a matrix of all different sizes and manufacturers, we haven't even filled one of every size and role.
We just got our salvage starter.
Right? And
one of them.
We don't just want
Right, okay.
one in most of the slots because people want the choice, right? Some people don't like RSI, some people don't like Drake, some people don't like...
Those are all terrible
Origin.
people.
Granted, but we want people to have options, and we haven't even filled out the basic matrix yet.
And like
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval
our alien
system.
races, we've got a few more systems to make and a few more, places to go. And I think there's a lot of opportunities there.
There's one alien race that is in the lore that we've never done anything with.
The Kurthak?
Yeah.
Shout out to Wingman. Just deep lore there.
Deep.
To my knowledge, he invented it. Okay. So at this point, as we work towards the end here, these are going to be more general gameplay questions that are related around spaceships. I want to preface this by saying these are the vehicle content folks. These are the people that make the spaceships. The folks who make gameplay that spaceships utilize are not always the same thing. For instance, salvage and mining. These folks have nothing to do with salvage and mining. Those are whole gameplay system design teams and stuff like this. And we will have more shows. It's Torsten and stuff like that. So we're not able to answer every single question that comes in about this stuff, but we've tried to work out a few that we could research and ping some people for some answers. Can you separate docking and hangar requests for ships with a docking port like the Perseus? Please, dear God, yes.
There you go.
As docking is quite buggy and very unreliable, it makes it very hard to get into places like Orison, Alevsky, and stations. Is there anything more we can say other than I think every single one of us here is annoyed by this?
It'd be cool.
We should probably talk with the people doing
There we
the
go.
module work because they might be able to squeeze that in.
Let's watch this now.
And actually,
This,
fun backstory that goes to the Apollo. So
I want to listen to this as well.
Well, I think probably 50-50 realise the back ramp and opening of the Apollo is very small. That's because it's a docking collar. It's both a small one.
It's not been
and a
bad
big
though,
one,
is it? This
but it doesn't
live
function in
stream
game because
it's been
of that
well
bug.
detailed.
And I told the team not to set it up as a docking collar because that would have meant that the Apollo would have had this. So every time you come to try and land somewhere, instead of a medium hangar,
it was always
trying to do the docking.
Yeah.
So that's why the Apollo has this small entrance, is because it has a built-in docking collar to dock to other ships' stations in the future when we have the ability to split that up properly.
Yeah.
Not because I wanted to stop vehicles being crammed in the back of
No,
it,
I
which
think
is also another reason.
I think they should have done that with the bloody Perseus, to be honest.
Well, that's what it's officially referred to as. Correct. But no, I would say, I think I can safely say there's not a human being here that isn't annoyed to heck by it. It's on the feature request list.
Especially everyone going to Levski.
Yeah. So maybe that's one of those things. It's just a priority call like everything else.
Oh yeah, I reckon. I hope they do. I just don't reckon. I think they'll still make ships, so they just won't bring any concepts out. It won't be a concept. It will just
AI blades,
be made
not really
out
for this team,
and then brought out.
to discuss. But yes, still wanted, still intended. You might have seen some struggle with the MDC recently, and
I'm
that's
the same,
essentially
man.
What is a PDT, but an AI blade controlled turret and whatnot. And you see, you're seeing right now live and in real time some of the limitations with the current implementation of that. I know that we were you were bugging things up and you were chasing this stuff down.
Goddamn ads.
I'm watching. One of the pleasures of my job is I get to watch John pop up in like half a dozen different chats, like this needs to get fixed and this needs to get fixed and this needs to get fixed and whatnot. So it's still intended. It's still the thing. It's ships like the Clipper and the Generalist. Solo players will all. It is our.
I need to
intention
make
never
sure that I
leave
have
solo players on.
an
Yes,
ad
it is a
blocker
massively
next time, man.
multiplayer online universe. Yes, you'll be able to always do more with friends and with colleagues and allies and stuff like this. But there should be a place for people who don't want to do any of that. We're very passionate about that. That is still at the core of our intention for this game. And things like AI blades, things like, we used to talk a lot about NPC crews, stuff like that. All that stuff was designed for that. It's just all things in their time.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people obviously on Spectrum and Reddit talking about, oh, well, they've got the
I know how to get rid of the ad
Surely
thing.
it's easy just to get the rest of it in. That the way we've had to implement them, it isn't how blades are going to have to work. We've had to use our current systems in interesting ways to get them to function the way that they are, and it's just not how blades are going to be.
No. How much does 7-Up pay me? Oh.
Quick, 10 the Dr. Pepper.
This is all the sugar I'm allowed for like an entire year.
Do we get commission?
Still stay with it.
Oh, you can't see.
No, they can't see it.
Can't see mine. It's fine.
It's out of shot.
He's got Dr. Pepper.
There it is.
There you go.
It's just showing off the drinks they're drinking. God damn it!
Will ships like the Perseus and other multi-crew ships, for that matter, ever get missions with scalable payouts rewards that actually encourage multi-crew? I don't see the point of any multi-crew ships like the Perseus when nothing in this game rewards group play, as rewards and credits are always split. If you...
Hang on.
Again, this is not one for the vehicle content team, but if you follow along with the monthly report, it's like this. You'll see occasional mentions of Mission 2.0. This is, I mean, I'm not gonna. Yes, I'm gonna sound a little like a broken record here. It's another refactoring of the entire mission system in order to do the things that we all wanted to do. For years, missions weren't able to give you rewards. You couldn't ever complete a reward and get anything other than credits for that and stuff. It's just one of the challenges of we run a live environment during the development of our game. Most games get to do all this secretly. You would never get a mission system that doesn't have things like we can give you an item for a reward and stuff like this. The mission system that they're currently working on and whatnot is the thing that we've been specking out for years. It's a thing that will unlock incredibly dedicated developers like
I just had to close one off
and all those
sorry about that.
When you only list 2 names, you start to sound like a real jerk because you don't list everybody else. Max, and I'm blanking on other names. They're going to think, thanks for not mentioning me. But all those members of the mission team, they are chomping at the bit. They want this new system too, so that they can do exactly the kinds of things that you're talking about. It's just another way the Star Citizen will continue to evolve. And after a year, that's been relatively dry with features, and we knew it would be. We came out here, I sat out here for 2-3 hours with Benoit at the beginning of the year saying that the 2026 schedule should be, we've done a lot of talking about 2026. And I want to say this as honestly and as candidly as I can. I'm using the word should be because the other maxim that I run into the ground is the only constant in game development is change. It should be a marked change from 2025 as far as feature work goes. It won't be the relentless pace of 2024 or 2023 as far as broken, half-finished things. But we took this year to get those proverbial ducks in a row to develop these things further along. So it is, you'll see with engineering on the horizon, and then crafting tech preview after that, and then hopefully all on its way to base building and a whole host of things like scanning and radar improvements and stuff in between.
Might as well do it together, and then you're not doing it again and again, right?
Like that, including mission system work, which is how I got on this. For Disco directly, are we going to see more normal SCL and ISC schedule next year? I was going to say there are no normal SCLs or ISCs. Yes, again, I think I said it earlier, not back to 2024 schedule, not back to 2015 schedule where I was doing 5 shows a week. But I want to find more ways to get back to this more often. The reason for the change this year was elucidated back in February with that show with Benoit, but it was also big changes in my role here internally and my responsibilities and stuff like this. So we're at the point now where I can go back and we can go back and with feature work coming online, we should be able to tell more stories. It's hard because quite frankly, when you're doing content, you don't want to spoil the content. You don't want to, if we had done it, if we had kept doing an ISC every single week, every single aspect of dark territory and a line of mine, all this, there would have been no discovery for anybody whatsoever. And we just really try to avoid that. We're a game company. It's important. A lot of people are working to make this tremendous content. They would like.
They kind of spoiled it all at the last Citizen Con.
I agree with that. So we scaled the shows back.
So she told you what you'll go up against and why you're going up against it and everything. Like, literally explained the whole mission.
Kicking around ideas of different kinds of shows we can that's still
Puppet show.
Yeah.
A what?
Puppet show.
No,
oh my god, yes.
Put the oven
on. When are we getting the Polaris and other newly released capital ships into PU shops? That goes back to the answer I gave earlier today. Not every ship is going to UEC shops. It's just not. The ships will be attainable in-game. These ships will be earnable in-game. That's not the same as every ship goes into a store. This is one of those things that he'll forgive me if I speak on his behalf, but I've literally heard him say these words. It's like the idea that you go into a Hertz rent-a-car and rent a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, like it just makes the brain itch. It's like there should be other ways. That's where crafting comes in. That's where, to an extent, at the moment, Wicklow comes in, so like this, and then other ways, reputation gains and stuff like that. There'll be many more ways for you to attain these ships other than just UEC. It's just, frankly, boring and not particularly interesting, which are, I guess, are the same thing, and just not diegetic with the universe that we're building to put every single thing into a UEC shop. The idea that you go to New Deal and pick up an Idris is kind of silly. So finding other ways, but they will all be attainable in game. one way or another, or in multiple ways.
There you go. And
Can
it's
we please
all
get a
ships.
general quarters alarm on
I think
multi-cruise
all
ships?
ships will be craftable.
We were talking.
I can
on
tell you
ship-
that.
on that show that I had Simon and Phil on earlier.
It will just be how do you
committed
obtain the blueprints
to doing
for it.
that on that ship. And if I'm misremembering that, and they didn't, I'm going to say they did right now. But yes, again, it's one of those things. There's not a human being here that doesn't want it.
Who doesn't want that red alert?
Because like to get hold of the Bengal,
you need that red alert moment.
I would say they should
All
make it
hands,
like
the battle
you would
stations,
have
stuff
to
like this, you
literally
just
steal blueprints from the
Well,
UE.
ballistic weapons have different types of ammunition. For example, high velocity,
That'd be cool.
explosive, incendiary.
That's still the plan as far as I'm aware. Again, that's not really a vehicle thing. That's
So
just
that way,
that's a game
you may be an org that wants the Bengal, but you don't want to get the bad rep for going against the UE. So you'd have to then reach out to people like our org, pirates, that would be willing to do that.
Or should we just all
and then
bring
sell
light
it for a
fighters?
good price?
Yeah, there's that's the work of
being rich.
A Rich's team or whatever. They've done several passes and making improvements of them over the years. They have gotten better, but I don't think anybody's going to sit here and tell you they're where everybody wants it to be. So
I do quite like the idea of little fighters as turrets that you can eject off. And
you keep bringing that up.
I know.
What?
Mark is shutting me down.
What?
He wants ships as turrets that detach and fly off.
I'll fly around, shoot things, and come back.
Like detachable turret pods?
Yeah.
That just fly around
in the back, you fly around, blow some stuff up, come back, land. Marky's shut me down. He's the reason of good. In the team.
I'll accept that reason. I will, if people don't like that one, I will bear that cross.
You know, it makes sense. We'll be able to do it right when we get the command module and iPad stuff.
Whether just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Oh, chat's going real fast.
The only one mission, to be
Should we love
fair,
it?
there are others that were hinted at, like fighting bigger, scarier Vandal ships.
Team
Yeah,
Mark,
looking
if you
forward to
agree
doing
with you
that.
not doing it and it's a bad idea. Team Ben, if you think it's a good idea.
The LGBT Alaban says, fix the things in game first. I could be really snide here, but this is a comment that comes up very often, so I'm going to address it. There are nearly 1,000 people who work for CIG between Star Citizen and Squadron 42, and the people who worked on the 30K errors and whatnot are not the same people that build the Argo Mole. And it's like this. It's not a question of fix this first before you do that. It is.
I hate people like that.
Hundreds and hundreds of
I hate
people
people like
on
that.
Dozens
Just
and
like
dozens of teams,
leave
all
that
teams, all with
fucking
different focuses, all with
leave that
different
thing out. Like
aptitudes.
stop doing that, right?
It's possible to do these things over here. Not
It's just
at the expense
it's just bitching
of
to
these
bitch,
things over here.
right?
And in
Bitching
fact,
to bitch.
allowing these people to do these things are how these people get to focus and how these people get to bury their head in their work and just hit on it. There has been a freight elevator strike team going since just before, was it Race for Stanton? Was that one? And they have not stopped. There's been a little strike team, and I'm privileged to be in that chat, and I get to see them every single day. They have not stopped one day since Race for Stanton dropped, working and fixing freight elevator stuff and all the various edge cases and hardening that system. And they get to do that because we have other teams, content teams, working to put other things in the game to keep engagement going, to keep
Just
the
send
game
you the link in
alive
DMs,
and thriving
Battleborn for the org.
while they keep their heads down and focus on that. So it is not ever a question of fix this before you do that. We're doing both. We're doing both with 2 different teams, 3 different teams, 5 different teams, 10 different teams, and things will be done in their time, which is not always the super delightful answer. I mean, kind of sucks to be told it's not tomorrow. Not as bad as John's nerf to the whole D and Holy cargo. That's just trash. But no, it's just I want to take that opportunity just to smash it because I see that, and it's a totally normal thing to think that.
Yeah, always shout the loudest. Yeah.
But that's just not the way game development works. All right, we're wrapping up here. I'm going to do one last question. That's really a series of questions. Let's see how much I can get away with. We've said a lot about this next year's ships. So we've talked about the Aurora Gold Standard, and we revealed that an Aurora Mark II is going to come. What else did we confirm?
Not fall into that trap.
I'm getting confused.
Raylan.
Raylan is coming. Raylan is coming next year.
Parasites module.
Command module, which implies.
Okay, well, no, because you said the command module will come alongside the Ironclad.
Yeah.
And so if you just said the command module is going to come next year.
No, it doesn't come next year. We just said what we confirmed.
But John just said.
Oh, I just said it.
Is the Ironclad coming next year, everybody?
This is what happens when we don't do a show in a while. I forget how these things work. Let's go ahead. Let's not reveal the entire ship list of 2026 because people like,
If that is the case, that is amazing. I'm looking forward to the Ironclad. I really am. I have got the assault. It'll be the perfect ship for piracy, in my opinion, just because you've got
the people who do
the weaponry, you've got a open cargo top that you can literally pirate someone, put all the cargo straight into your ship, but also you've got the ability to repair
that's what it's called.
a ship afterwards back to flyable state.
Let's give them something to react to that they.
This has got a repair bay in it.
Feed the beast because they do wonderful service for our project and get the game out and stuff like this. Let's reveal the manufacturers of every ship in 2026 because we know what the schedule is.
I hope someone's got the list.
Let's reveal the
releasing or working on.
Releasing.
Two different.
Just the manufacturers of the releasing ships in 2026.
Drake.
Aegis,
Drake.
yep. Did you say RSI?
Yep.
RSI.
Drake, Aegis, RSI.
Yes.
Anvil.
Misk. Yes.
Misk.
A Misk ship.
Oh, Kruger.
Kruger
Yep.
is getting another ship.
What else?
Grays.
Grays is getting another ship.
Origin.
Origin is back. Origin is back with another ship next year.
Gatak.
Gatak has another ship next year.
Oh. Your favorite color?
Oh, Argo.
No, he means Grey Cat. And Grey Cat.
And Grey Cat.
Grey Cat's getting a vehicle next year. So those are the. I'm pretty confident those are the.
I'm trying to rack my brain. These questions hurt me.
Yeah. So those are the manufacturers who are releasing new ships in 2026, and immediately people are like, oh, Consolidated Outland, forgot again. Crusader, boo.
Oh, there's no
We're not doing
Why do you hate
Crusader,
Crusader, Ben?
I love Crusader.
Yeah, those are just the ones we're releasing on.
Those are just releasing, not the ones that are being worked on.
There are other manufacturers being worked on.
Yep.
Imply from that what you wish.
Reveal the new. Let's just push our luck. Reveal that there's going to be another Kruger ship. This is not another Wolf variant. You want to? Let's give him the name. Let's give him the name. And let him speculate.
I'm suddenly panicking that this is Stingray.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Sorry, I was just making sure it wasn't a working title because we have some quite interesting working titles.
Yeah, we do.
Nope. So the Stingray will be the name of the next crew.
He's gonna get so in trouble for this, ain't he? Right, everybody? Like he's gonna get
about what that is.
So in trouble for this.
Let's end on a high note. This is IAE. We're about to go into the finale. The finale where I think all the ships come back and whatnot. The big ship for IAE this year was the Perseus. I mean, it was always like a big ship. The big ship for Fleet Week this year was the Idris. What was the big ship for IAE last year? Polaris. Oh, the big ship for IAE last year is the Polaris. Go ahead. let's let John do this.
I was going to say, I'm
Let's
backing
go-
out of
let's
this
go to- Let's go to
conversation
John's
right now.
camera.
We can't get
Let's
told off.
go
if John
ahead
does
and
it.
tell people what the big ship for IAE is next year.
The big ship planned for next IE is the RSI Galaxy.
Oh shit!
There you go.
Just like we said,
That
we're
Saints
gonna do the
happy.
RSI ships in a series. Still sticking to that.
So,
There is, from some of those manufacturers, there's multiple ships coming, not just.
oh yeah. That's not. We listed like.
I saw some people asking about certain ships.
No, we listed like 11 manufacturers. That's not only 11 ships. We did 27 ships this year.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be Saints happy.
I can't remember off the top of my head. how many
He's
ships next year, but
like
it's close. if
the
not,
Galaxy is
but it's him.
pretty much
So-
confirmed
so some
for
of those
next
manufacturers have
IAE.
multiple.
Some big, some small.
Yep. But yeah. But all right. So yeah. That's been
2026.
Star Citizen Live. Lots of ship talk.
I'm
hope
pretty
you
sure
enjoyed
he
it.
owns the Galaxy,
We
right?
had
I'm
some
pretty
laughs.
sure Saints is the one
we had
that's
some- we had some-
Saints
we
has
had
been
some
talking about
good
it.
news. We had some bad news, but all throughout it, we had some real news. And as always, I'm eternally appreciative to John and Ben and Mark who are willing to come on here and speak candidly about this stuff. Sometimes a little too candidly about the 2026 schedule, but it's all right.
Open development.
Don't choke, Jared. We kind of need you, mate.
Just as we went for the bite.
No. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember that Twitch drops are going on
Only
right
from
now.
the day it was
Star Citizen's
available.
first
That's
Twitch
fair.
drops are on Twitch. I don't
What is
know if we
the-
had them set up for our stream.
What is
or not.
the
Other people
what is the
handle that
Galaxy
stuff.
do
But if you
again?
didn't
Like, is
watch-
that
if you didn't earn them
the
watching our stream, there's dozens and dozens
Industrial
and dozens and dozens
kind
of
of,
Star Citizen streamers out there. You can watch them and earn a
Explorer?
pretty cool set of light armor that matches with a set of medium
'Cause
armor.
it's like the Carrack,
and
but
some
better,
heavy
right?
armor. And honestly, it matches with like the concierge armor we did and whatnot. So you collect them all and you can mix and match certain parts and whatnot. Personally, I like the helmet from the concierge armor on the heavy version of this armor. I really like the heavy version of the armor. I don't like the helmet. It's just not for me. But I like to mix and match personally. So Twitch drops going on. If you didn't get them watching this show, you can watch any one of our tremendous Star Citizen content creators on Twitch right now and earn those. So do that. Next week,
the multi-role modular ship? Right, okay.
part of my red vine fell off.
You were just...
Our red vine's heads are falling off. What was I saying? Next week, ISC comes back with a special dedicated to engineering. We're calling it Talking with Torsten. Because as evidenced by the naming of this episode, I've given up. I just dropped my... Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you, as always, for continuing to support Star Citizen as we're closing out our 13th
Right,
year,
so the
moving
Galaxy is
into
the
our
one that's
14th
meant to
year. I
be...
think those numbers are correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't see you live again before the end of this year. But when I see you live again, it'll be a brand
The
new
Galaxy
year,
is the one
and
that
we'll be
actually
off
looks
and
like the
seeing what
Perseus,
2026
right?
Has to discover.
They're very
has to discover,
similar in,
has
like,
to,
shape.
reveal about Star Citizen and its continuing development. So I'm Jared. That was John. That was Ben. That was Mark. These are Red Vine's Crazy Delicious Thanksgiving treat. See you later. Take care. Remember to spay and neuter your pets. It's Bob Barker from Price is Right. No. You old heads. You know what I'm talking about. Bye, everybody.
That was the most randomest one they have done in a long time. Like, crazy with what they've revealed and all that, really. Right, let's go to him. What is the IAE for today? Crusader Industries. Oh, you got the Hercules, Therno, on the Spirit. Yeah. The Genesis. Shadow travelers across the stars. Right, okay. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the galaxy that Saints has got and that he's been waiting for. I'm not sure though. Probably say, well, why would I care? And then I realized that that's not the one he's got. I just remember there is a ship that he's waiting for, and I think it is the Galaxy. Is the Galaxy the one that they refer to as like the Carrack but better, or is there another ship that is like the Carrack but better, and it's not the Galaxy? I'm pretty sure then there might be a different ship. As it does not fight for now implemented Crusader design. Right. I'm pretty sure it is the Galaxy that he's got. Yeah, this is the one that's meant to be like an improved version of the Carrack, right? Because it's got ability to put a ship in. Yeah, and it's got a cargo grid on the bottom. Kind of crazy, right? Let's just go. I want to look at something. Because what ship is what manufactures is it the Nautilus? Something like that. Aegis. See, that's what so this ship had, when I looked at this one, it reminds me of the Perseus cross between the Nautilus. When it comes to its shape design, right? It's only one picture. You see what I mean? The way it kind of comes out to, it's like it's got 3 points. Point, point, point. Point, point, point at the front, right? Yeah, point, point, point. But no, like, if I can get my hands on an Idris, I would probably upgrade the Polaris to an Idris. If I could. Because I just think an Idris would be much better for the orc. When it comes to, like, doing stuff like that. Especially where we've got other people with Polarises, we've got people with the Perseuses and all that. We just don't really... we have one person with an Idris, but they are on a much different time schedule to us. Oh, we got kicked out. Right, be right back, everybody. I need the loo again. Thinking of the Odyssey. Right. Is it the Odyssey that he... I'm wondering if it's the Odyssey then. Hang on, let's have a look. I couldn't remember, like, I know that I know Saints wanted a ship, and I couldn't remember if it's the Galaxy or the Odyssey, and I think I always get them confused which one he actually is wanting, right? So, I messaged him, he's like, and the message back is cool potato. Yeah, it's the Odyssey that he has, yeah. Right, now I know. Gonna message him. I keep getting confused. How do you spell that? There you go. Right. It is getting to that point where, okay, I know we haven't really done much in game. We have managed to make 500,000 in credits, which is not, I'm going to say that for not really focusing on the game today, but more focusing on just chatting, talking random shit, and then talking about, and then watching the live stream. I wouldn't say we haven't done badly. Why is my cam not showing up on that screen right now? Why is that? Oh, one sec. Why is my... Why is my cam not showing up? What? I can see what you're about to do. I broke it! No! My cam! Why is my camera not... What? It's showing that it's there. But... Is it moved? Yeah, but... Man, what's going on? I don't understand. Yeah, like so I've got 2 different cameras. But I don't understand. Because nope, that's not it. Oh, that's just something else. Okay. It's always OBS. No, it is because the camera's there. Yes, in cam and things. That's the rear cam, which is the one behind you. And then the main front cam is this one. And look, it's there. So I'm wondering if for some reason deactivate it, no. Not even showing that it's here. This one, but if I click on this, yeah. Let's see. On this one though. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out after stream. But yeah, thank you for everyone that stopped by today. Much appreciated. I'm going to end the stream here. That's totally my hand. Yeah. See, look. Hang on. See? Anyways, I'm going to end the streams here. Thank you for everyone that stopped by today. Appreciate it. I will be available a bit later on, guys.
We're
So
going to watch Stranger Things.
gonna go eat food and watch Stranger Things. I will be around later, so I'll message you, Battleborn, and everybody. Then we'll try and get as many people together this evening for some craziness and nicks.
I always knew you.
God damn. But yeah, I will catch you all later. I will mess you all later when I'm available for that. And then I will definitely be streaming again tomorrow. So I'll see you all then. But tomorrow we will actually focus on gameplay. But also you get to probably watch me try on stream where I try and fail miserably getting an Idris tomorrow. She doesn't know that.
Sorry?
What?
Costing me real.
Oh yeah, it's worth about $2,000. Well, it depends. Oh damn, really?
No.
Oh, shame. No, we don't have that kind of money. I wish we did, right? And that we had it spare, and I can just go, yeah, all right, yeah, we'll buy that. But no, I don't think they're going to even do it in credit, so I probably won't be able to get one. But yeah. Right, anyway, everyone, I will see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Every 4 hours, they are available from 4 p.m. Right. Okay. And do you know they're going to do any credit for it? Can I melt a ship for it? Or do you think they're not doing that and it's only buy it with war bond, with real cash? They do credit.
Don't tell him that.
Okay. So I need to be quick. Do you know if as long as I've got it in my basket, I can still buy it? Or can it not go through even if it's in my basket? Good luck with the Idris hunt. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. Mine are credit. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out. Like, can I... As soon as it's in my basket, is it safe that I know that I can then go and melt my ship? Because I don't want to melt my Polaris if I know... You know what I mean? It may not go through even in... Okay. So that's kind of... Right. And it's a shame they don't do any upgrades for him either. Because I would have just upgraded the Polaris to it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking, Jake, as we spoke, right? I know that you mentioned about your Idris for the org and you want to use it for some other friend as well. And that, as we know, once it comes more like president, your ships are going to be more focused on one org. And that's just how it's going to have to be. And I'm not saying you specifically, I'm just saying in general across the board, because ships will be filled out and lived in. Yeah. And that would mean that you would have to empty the whole entire ship out for other people to use it and then do the same again to bring it back. It's a lot of fucking fiddling involved, right? And so I was trying to see if I can upgrade the Polaris to an Idris for the org on the EU times. We've got an Idris on the E times. You've got an Idris that we can utilize when you're around, if I'm not around, so to speak. So that way you can focus it on filling up more for your friends that you'll play with more than us. But also we'll have the ability to put things in places in specific locations when we utilize it. Does that make sense? I was just trying to think of logistically on how I can help you have the Idris not only for the org, but buy not but what? But you can buy the Polaris back in the 3 days that all ships are available. True, but if I melt it, I don't have enough to get it back. Because I brought the Polaris back when it first came out. So all I will get is 750 back. I won't get the new worth, which is 900. I can upgrade. If I upgrade, I get the full 900. But where I bought it when it first came out, they're not going to give me that extra cash on top. I'll only get the value of it when I bought it. And the value has now gone up massively. Yeah, and I'm not willing to. I don't think I'm going to be willing to risk it unless they have the ability to upgrade. I will do that, but I don't see me getting an Idris tomorrow, sadly. I would love to have an Idris, sure. I think it would be amazing to have for the org. It really would be. Amazing ship to have. Yeah, one of those things. But yes, I will catch you. I am going to end the stream now. Next year, maybe. Yeah, I'll start putting some money aside for it. Hey, maybe next year, right? You know, I'm well more known on Twitch again, and I've got loads of subscribers, and that's enough to buy an Idris. Who freaking knows, man? Who freaking knows? But yeah. Anyways, catch you all later. See you all tomorrow. All the people in the org. I'll see you later in Discord. But yeah, love to you all, guys. Thank you for the follows today. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you all later. Bye for now. Bye.